You're about to watch another exciting episode of the Dungeon Run, but did you know that you can actually be part of the adventure? Tune in live on Wednesday nights at 6 p.m. Pacific time, and you can make your voice heard and help determine the fate of our adventurers. Hope to see you there.
Hello, my fae folk, and welcome back to the Dungeon Run's The Broken Ring. It's our season finale of Chapter 1, so you know that means anything can happen. I hope you are prepared. You will notice that we are minus one friend tonight. Jared, we miss you very much. We hope you're having fun in the beautiful Green Isles. Only a little bit jealous, but don't worry, you haven't seen the last of him or Bosog. More on that later. Hopefully I will remember to talk about it. So remind me. You are in charge of reminding me, because I will forget. But first I'm going to throw it over to Ron real fast, and then we're going to throw it over to Jessica, and then we're going to be back to me, and then we're going to be in it. Ron.
Hi, I'm Ron Ogden. I'm a producer here, as well as tonight, playing with these lovely individuals. I am intimidated to be at the table. We're sponsored by the amazing people at Die Hard Dice and World Anvil. Whether you need beautiful new dice or to help tracking and organizing all of your epic world building, boy, do they have you covered. Recently just did a Discord-only stream going through and setting up the larger world for our Season 2 and all of our chapters in World Anvil. And wow, there's a lot of features. It's incredible. Come check it out. Check out the chat and show notes to get these discounts on these awesome products on us. In fact, yes, in Speaking World Anvil, yesterday was our first session of our new Lore Keeper project, where I and the community rewatched past episodes. And we watched episode 1 of season 2 with a bunch of beautiful moments in a land of ice, filled with ice and danger. And we were using the World Anvil system. So join us next time. Should be one next week. Check the Discord unofficial for that. Jessica?
Hey everybody, you know what I'm gonna say. We are supported by Patreon. If you don't know what that is, it is a way for you to support the creators you love. You can find us at patreon.com/thedungeonrun. And what's more, you get cool stuff too, depending on how much you want to subscribe for. At the lowest level, you can, for just $5 a month, you get access to behind the scenes content, the short rest that happens after we're done with the show. We all kind of like break it down, talk about what happened. So this week is our final episode of this series, this particular set of the series. So you won't want to miss the short rest that happens after this episode. You can also get VOD's video on demand of the game night that just happened last week. And it was a horror theme too, right?
Yeah.
It was the betrayal at Baldur's Gate.
Ooh, I love that.
Betrayal so much.
Ooh, I actually just learned how to play it recently, and it's
We should
so
play together.
fun.
It is so much fun.
I would love to anytime. You can't watch that though. I mean, maybe we'll start our own Patreon. And also, all other lots of other stuff. The cooldown, sneak peeks of art and minis from the other campaigns, free interactivity, which is like a big deal. Like the interactivity that you see on this show tonight, you get that for free at certain levels of this Patreon. So don't miss out on that. And if you've wanted to play in a D&D game, you can't find any friends to do so, which is a problem a lot of us have. Morgan Peter Brown, our producer and actor, is dungeon mastering a game for the Patreons. So go check that out. Again, that's patreon.com/thedungeonrun. Rachel?
Back to me?
Back to you,
Hello, welcome back. So, as you may know, if you have been here before, if you haven't, welcome. Thank you for joining for the finale. You might be a little bit lost, but welcome anyways. We are an interactive show. There are so many ways that you can interact to help change things for the better or for the worse, and there's already a lot going on that we have to get to. But first, you can affect our story in strange and surprising ways. Use our custom Twitch extension or the link you can find in the About section of our Twitch page, or you can just enter the !donate command in chat and get the link that way. There's 2 ways to help or challenge our players or DM. You can choose to give advantage or disadvantage for any player or the DM. Or you can choose to join the battle between the forces of light and the forces of shadow. You can donate to either side, purchasing glimpses or bursts. A glimpse of light or shadow can help a little, while a burst will definitely move the needle for either side. When enough light or shadow has been gathered by either side, a force card will be unlocked, and we have some waiting. These cards are guaranteed to affect the game in surprising ways, and They get stronger as we go.
Do these roll over? Or are they staying? Is this like the last night to get us up to a certain level? How does that work?
This is the last night to get us up to a certain level.
Okay.
Do it.
It's the final countdown.
Great.
It is the final countdown.
Is there crazy stuff in the pile?
There is.
Can you tell us?
Some crazy stuff. I can't tell you, but we do have 2 waiting for us that are going to pop off at a specific moment.
But only if
Don't do
they,
that.
I
only if
hope
they get
you're ready.
there, right? Only if they
Oh
get
no,
to the level?
we do have some levels to get to still. We have 2 very powerful level 5s. If we get to those, insane things are going to happen.
And if we don't get there, we don't get to see what happens.
We don't get to see what happens. I know.
Okay.
That's on
I
you.
will say, having looked at them,
They are
they're insane.
nuts.
Yeah.
I read them before.
And submitted by our watchers.
It's
So,
true.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of you have said in our Discord and in the comments like how amazing Rachel is and how much you love her as a DM. So I personally would love to see you describe those things.
It's
so
gonna
maybe
get
we can
real
there.
fun. It's gonna get real fun. Hopefully we get there so we can all see it together. But you know what time it is? Hit it, Sean!
Whoa!
What's here today is gone tomorrow. What's here today is gone tomorrow.
Welcome back. Thanks for joining us. Now, Iffy, you said that you thought you could do the recap for us.
Yes.
It's been a while.
Why? Yeah,
It's
nah,
been
I
a
can't
while.
always.
Give us a
The
little
whole
recap.
time I stayed up in bed, eyes closed, sitting right here, looking into your eyes while you went and told this story. And it kept me up many a night as we were away from the table for much too long. But upon our last gathering, we left Mama Goodnight and went back into our garage. And the carriage took us down. Carriage took us down and stopped. We saw a burnt town. Why? Because they didn't side with the wrong side. They stood by their morals, their ideals. And because of that, they were burnt for it. Suddenly we were approached by a rat king. Big old gangly fella. It was a union of sorts. Some would call it a parliament. But the parliament went ahead and guided us over and freed our new partner over here from Stone. Now, we didn't know what was going on, what was up or what was down, but we went in Hondo's shell and we figured it out. Mm-hmm. And we came out that shell stronger, better, smarter, closer. The bonds that be stronger than ever. So upon that point, we've learned about a big snake lady that was from the other campaign. If you were, paying attention, if you are one of them patrons like a Mrs. City Racing Girl. Well, and then after that, we got our little fixings and such and so forth, and went about our merry way. The end.
Wow, that was beautiful.
Thank you.
So, yeah, that was actually surprisingly a pretty accurate recap. So you set aside a d20 to get advantage on a roll from your DM, but also I'm also going to give you inspiration.
Yeah.
Because you committed so deeply to that accent and the character. Real good.
Good luck getting to your other character. Now.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna lose Allyrick.
Where is he? Who knows?
Somewhere buried deep in the
Come back. Somewhere in the swamp. Down in
Suddenly
the
became
swamp, he
a
over
much
there.
different game.
Them
I'm here for
crawdads.
it. I'm here for it. So, crawdads in the Feywild. Yep. Fairy shrimp, they're a thing. So, when we had left off, the Rat King, the representative of the Circle of Oil, had offered you this ruined tavern as your safe haven, your place to sleep. I'm assuming you had all decided that this was a good place to sleep. It is probably the most structurally sound building left here. Certainly the one with the most floors left unburnt, relatively speaking. Did anyone go outside? Did anyone go outside of the building itself, or did you all decide to sleep in the
I
in
think
the
we all
carriage?
slept in the carriage
Yeah.
after searching through the rubble for some stuff.
Yeah, and you did pull up some items as well. Okay. Can everyone make me a quick Constitution saving throw?
Oh gosh. Oh gosh.
Well, yeah, let me go ahead and use that that advantage right away.
Is there any for me?
Yeah, actually, Hono, you have an advantage from Gateway Guy.
Thank you, Gateway
Everyone would get a
Guy.
+2 on saves because you are in my aura
Yeah.
of protection.
Oh yeah, still gonna
Ooh,
need that.
thank you.
Still gonna need
Love
that
a
advantage.
paladin
My
aura.
pleasure.
Ooh.
Oh, it's even worse. Okay.
Oh, no.
And that's what happened to me.
Great.
Yeah, sometimes advantage is not that great.
I'm
Uh-huh.
at 9.
Uh-huh.
7.
Oh,
Wow.
my goodness.
10
Wow.
with advantage.
Okay. Starting
We're all
off
feeling
strong here. It's okay, getting those rolls out of the way now. You all wake up surprisingly and suspiciously at the same time. And you hear each other retching.
Oh.
And you all taste this awful, moldy, rotten leaves and dirt. There's a very heavy smell in the air, something acrid and a little coppery, like a raw wire. And you look around, and you notice there's one of you missing. And seated on the bench in the carriage where Bosag had been is the burning crown, but no Bosag. Your friend is not here.
Has anyone had eyes on Bosog?
But you. No, you guys sleep together. Oh, that was you two.
So no,
Yeah.
we don't know about this.
I don't. No, I don't. I have no clue where. And Allyrick starts running around looking for him.
Sure, make a perception check.
All right.
Are you still in the carriage or are you leaving the carriage?
That's a nat 20. I'm still in the. Let's say I'm still in the carriage, but I
Uh-huh.
would get out eventually.
You, with a nat 20, you're not sure how you know what this is, but somehow you can very, very faintly see almost like the remains of a spell leaving the area where he had been. It's like a white mist that disappears where he had been sitting. And the crown is sitting right there. Almost like he placed it there. And you know what? With a 20, as you begin to panic looking for your friend, once again, one of your friends has just been yanked from you with no explanation, no real chance to say goodbye. And this is Bosag, your buddy.
Your boot buddy.
Your boot buddy. Your boot bosom buddy.
Triple B.
You get this emotional impact from the Feywild. And again, it's something that you know, it's something you've experienced, these tangents, these waves of emotion. But this one in particular, it is almost as if Bosag himself is talking to you. You know that's not correct because he's not here. You can't hear him, you can't see him, you can't feel him. But you get this emotion that comes over you that says, it's okay. And without words, this emotion just urges you. Go. finish it. Be careful.
Okay, okay, let's not panic. There is a mission to be done.
You seem awfully calm about what's happening here.
Something feels like this is okay for now. And we can try and get to the bottom of it after we fix all this.
Well, you know, he can take care of himself. He's been doing this for a long time, so if that's what you say, then that's what you say. And what are we going to do with the crown?
Well,
What'd that thing do again?
You don't know.
We don't know what that thing does.
I think it makes you look absolutely stunning.
Mm-hmm. It's a vibe for sure.
Oh,
The crown is on fire currently. It's smoldering very gently.
did we investigate that yet, or?
oh,
I think it's a magical flame. I don't think it hurts you.
yes, I think he was wearing it to attune with it. But you
Well,
can-
look, I didn't get any jewelry, so
It's all yours, dear
if I
Hono.
could
Would
just...
you pass that over? Here is your crown.
All right. And she puts it on her bald head.
Beautiful.
Does it do anything? Okay.
Well, you can start to attune to it, yeah.
Okay.
And actually, have you been attuning to the mask inside out?
Yes! I forgot!
Uh-huh. Okay.
Yeah, I wake up like, and the mask is still on.
Yeah, you still have this mask sitting on your head, and we will see. We will see what it does, as you have now attuned
I've
to
attuned
it.
to it. Do I feel any different? Do I feel more handsome?
Yeah.
Okay, that's all. That's all we need.
It's done its job.
Does this take 24 hours?
I'm gonna say it'll take you about 4 hours to get down to the beach where you guys were going to meet Silas.
Yes.
You can. I don't care. You can attune to it
You're
in
like,
that
one
time,
episode
and it'll
left,
be
so-
attuned. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll
You
be
don't
attuned.
get it.
It's just a
DM,
nice crown.
rule of cool, whatever. You can attune to it for sure.
You already here. You did most of the job for me at tuning it. I'm just gonna pick it
Yeah,
up.
yeah, absolutely. It had already been loaded.
It
That's how
works.
that works.
Yeah.
Wild.
Of course.
Okay.
All right.
Well, if you're certain of it, then we should continue on. We have to meet with Silas.
Yes.
Are we not at all concerned that we won't be able to take down any of the imposing forces without, I don't know, our strongest hitter?
Well, it's just a change of strategy.
Understood.
Yes.
Everleigh, are you good to go?
Going.
We were going to the beach southeast of here.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Sorry. Still.
Still dealing with the rock
Yeah.
problem.
No, I'd love to go down to the beach and maybe figure out why you all are so obsessed with accessories, but I can respect it.
I got my big
Have you
mask on.
seen how this looks on me? This is why. You can look at it.
Can you still hear me? Oh wait, the mask is only like a
It
half.
is, yeah.
Can I just say it looks absolutely stunning on you?
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I know. Thank you. I think you should be the one to talk to Silo, by the way, because you are very good at talking and friendly and maybe a bit more be approachable. No offense to you.
Is that something you'd be comfortable with?
Oh, I see why they say you're not approachable. That was very, very gruff. It's not. There's a saying, it's not what you say, it's how you say it.
All right, Carriage, why don't you keep on moving? We're heading southeast towards the beach.
Thankfully, the carriage has had that 8-hour rest that it needs before it can begin as well. So it jolts forward, and then slowly the wheels begin to pick up a little bit of speed, and you're jostling down off the road, just across like a heathery hillside. And again, the suspensions on this thing are great. You're just getting the faintest little bouncing motion while you're in this carriage. And 4 hours pass. It is very early morning. There's a heavy, heavy fog that's come off of the water, and you can smell it by now. That salty ocean breeze. And it comes in through the open door and the open window of the carriage. And eventually you hear under the wheel a little bit of a crunch. And the suspension evens out a little bit. And you look out and you realize you're just rolling along on the beach itself. There in the distance, through the fog, is the very faintest outline of some of the basalt columns that are out in the water itself. And if you look through the other open window of the carriage, you can see a sheer cliff of basalt columns that slowly inclines until it becomes a very, very tall drop down to the beach where you are.
Are there any questions in particular that we want to ask Silas as a group? Is there something that we want to know in particular? I want to be sure that we cover all of our bases, and I don't want to...
Silas is a Korid that might have insight on how we can take down Felshun. Is that the right name? Felshun?
I think
Felshun?
Felshun's the missing king.
Oh my
And
god.
then Danon is the one
Thank you.
who
I'm telling you, without the note taker, I'm
thinks that
struggling.
he's overthrown. But that's just what my bad memory says.
So we might want to know what Silas knows about Danon. A weak point.
Danon.
Aye. Like the yogurt.
The yogurt. Ye old yogurt.
Yeah.
Ye old yogurt.
Very famous brand back in Kon and Rock. In the Seeley. Yeah.
1496.
Yeah. Absolutely.
But other than that, I think we offer him a nice rock and see what he has to offer us.
Yes.
I don't see why he wouldn't want to help us in any way we can, especially if we started off with the idea of we're trying to save this region and Feywild.
Also, Danon is in cahoots with the snake woman, so we can get information about her. The six-headed snake woman, Iso.
Isoth.
Yes. So that name comes up.
I kind of put my hand on the walls of the cart of the carriage for a second.
Mm-hmm.
If my memory is correct, then Isoth does live in this region as well, yes?
Yeah.
So we should have our wits about us then.
When you put your hand on the carriage, you get the sense, almost like a message from the carriage that's like, okay, tell me when to stop.
In that case, if no one else would like to ride on top of the carriage, I would like one of us to be our eyes.
Well, I'll go back
I'll
to
just stare at you the whole time.
Understood. And I kind of reach the roof and swing myself up to the top.
Thanks.
There's another flurry of motion as you swing yourself up to the top from your little brooch. And all at once, we have a glimpse of shadow from Sitar of the Winter Court. We have 2 bursts of shadow from Abracadabra, who very much wanted to get us to the next level of shadow. Thank you, Abra.
She was trying to kill Dabra.
Mm-hmm. So we have a burst of light from Breba. We have a burst of shadow from the dungeon speedrun. Everyone really wants to see what's going to happen at the next level of shadow, and let me tell you. We have a burst of light from Angel Devilson, and a burst of shadow from Tuo Mask. But we will get to that in a moment. The carriage slows its roll a little bit. Waiting. Can you make a perception check for me while you are up top?
That is going to be...
And you do have an advantage if you'd like to use it
Let
from
me go ahead and use
Abracadabra. Thank you.
This was 10.
A 10. It's a shame you don't hear it earlier, because it startled you when you do hear it. There's a horse galloping very quickly up behind you. You turn around just in time and you draw your bow. You almost set it off. Thankfully you don't, because it's a familiar figure that has ridden up beside the carriage. A very elegant, slender figure, broad shoulders, stark dyed red hair. And you look over the edge of the carriage and you see Lorequette.
Allyrick, it is you. Oh, thank goodness. I've been traveling very fast to find you. Can we stop the carriage? I've got some things I should say to you before we continue.
Okay, and he puts his hand on the carriage and says, "You can stop."
Why are we stopping?
And Lorequette, as we slow, he slows his horse and pets the horse, and you can hear him say, "Well done, Stardust, well done." And he hops off. Is Bosog and the rest in there with you?
The rest are in there, but most are.
Narelle, even.
Narelle is also missing.
What's that voice we're hearing?
Is that Sir Lorequette? And I open up the door.
Oh, Sir Camden, good. You haven't been lost.
What are you doing here?
Yeah, is there an update on the quest?
I was trying to contact Narelle through the earring, but I have been unable to reach them.
She's no longer on this plane. They're no longer on this plane.
Well, they're not the only one.
Okay, people been popping off from different dimensions, or what?
Yeah, what is happening?
It appears that Mab is gone.
What do you mean, gone? There's already been one regency that's gone missing. Why do we need another?
Chill bumps as I say this to you. She has vanished. It appears she is no longer even in the Feywild at all.
Who was the last one to see her?
I was.
Oh, well, that's suspicious.
Yes.
And
Not quite sure how long she's been gone.
Upon you saying that's suspicious, can I make an insight check?
Absolutely.
What are you doing here? You weird. Oh. It's not a nat 20. I need my iPad to stop locking. It is a 20 unnatural.
It appears that he is very concerned about a friend.
Oh.
That's what it sounds. That's what it feels like to you. That he's concerned about this. That Mab is gone, and it's important. She's important to him, and this seems to scare him slightly.
I'll step out into the sand, and you'll see me put my sword into my hilt just a little bit. It was probably out like an inch.
so, if you were the last one to see her, what is your insight on what has happened to her?
You say that Narelle is no longer on this plane. What happened?
Well, you just avoided my question there.
It is my due to avoid your question.
Oh,
I need more
that sounds
information.
suspicious.
I need more information before I can share with you my opinion.
Well,
Lorequette.
we watched as Narelle vanished right before our eyes.
Accompanied by a princess of some sort.
Holding some kind of gauntlet.
You know about
Yeah,
all of that.
yeah. It seems the royal relationship has caught up to them. They left this plane?
They were forcefully taken from this plane.
By what? By whom?
We
A
have no
trickster
clue.
deity of some sort.
Yeah. Oh, is that what you believe? We don't know.
What I know of Mab's disappearance is very little.
Well,
She was attempting to find information. Feilshin is the last that I understood, to deal with the change of the court. But to leave this plane without a word, especially to me, makes me concerned.
well,
And when I couldn't reach Narelle, I feared the worst, some sort of usurping of Mab from the throne.
Sir Lorequette, with all due respect, if Queen Mab is missing, is it not your duty to remain by the throne?
I have made arrangements for that to be handled as I'm gone, but I found myself wondering if what I had sent all of you upon might be connected to what is happening, especially when I could not reach Narelle.
well,
And you say now Bosog is missing as well.
Yes, so now this leads me to this position, Lorequette. I need to understand what is happening and quickly, because every second I spend on this mission for a queen who is missing, as her assassin, I should be the one going to retrieve her.
Indeed. Once I understand that information, we will all be going there, I promise you. Tell me, what has happened? Where are you in the mission that I sent you on?
We are nearly to meeting up with a contact named Silas. He should give...
Yeah, you had had some dealings. Silas had been a representative in the Unseelie domain at one point, but seceded of his own accord for some reason. It was never discussed. You know, those are interpersonal conflicts that wouldn't have been discussed.
Interior.
Yeah, you would have known at least of Silas. Silas is a trustworthy person.
Well, this is good. And what are you meeting Silas for?
Additional information.
For what?
For this Danon character. Apparently he's being helped by this Iso snake person.
Has Lorequette? Yeah.
You've heard rumors. And you all know interdimensional travel to different planes has been impossible for a long time now. So the fact that Mab is no longer on this plane and some of your friends are no longer on this plane is new and concerning.
I had heard a rumor of this. I believe it's pronounced Isoth.
Yes.
A snake person or thing?
Yes.
It is too much of a coincidence for them to be here and others gone from this plane. It's as if the veil has been weakened. I cannot think of magics that could allow me to transfer from this plane of existence. It's been shut for many years.
How did you get here so fast?
Well, Allyrick, your dagger, is an easy thing to find over long distance. A gift from Mab.
I'm sorry, I'm just a little confused. So you helped facilitate sending them on this mission, correct?
Yes.
I just find it really confusing that you wouldn't have more information.
I am caught unawares, as I must ashamedly admit.
Unlike you, Sir Lorequette.
Yes, very much so. And I am keeping my calm, because that is what we must do when things seem to be falling apart.
Well, how should we proceed?
Well, I think if you're meeting Silas, I know him to be trustworthy, or the courts seem to say so. Perhaps you should continue meeting with Silas, and I will join you if it is amenable.
Of course.
Yes.
Is that all right with you, Hono?
Well, and what will you be doing in the meantime?
I will join you, so I will ride Stardust on your flank, or behind you, however you wish.
By our side.
Yes.
Hey, look. You seemed as though you were giving him the look over, so if you think it's alright, then it's alright.
I have no reason to not believe Sir Lorequette, as strange as the situation may be.
And you will just slit his throat if anything happens.
Of course.
It's alright.
But, after getting information from Silas, should we find that the missing of Mab is more important, we must return home.
Yes. Perhaps find more information on where our friends have gone.
Yes. That sounds
The specific details of these disappearances, was there any magical information or trail left behind of any kind? Specifically with Narelle and Bosog.
Well, with Narelle, we just witnessed her disappear before our very eyes. With Bosog, I seem to have seen a little mist, and I woke up puking. We all woke up.
A strange sickness in the air.
Yes.
It smelled kind of good, though.
And there was this crown. in
You know
place.
that crown, actually. Your mother must have given them that crown because it was one you wore as a kid. And it was one that she had enchanted for you. It was what she gave you when you were asking for something that would make it obvious that you were sent by her mother. That was the item.
There was that crown.
It looks good on you.
What do you think of my mask?
Oh.
Fetching, yes?
Yes, quite. Very large.
The other side was more ornate, but I think this side is weirder.
Are you wearing the helmet currently?
Is it on top of that?
Yes.
I guess so, which is ridiculous, but very layered. Yeah. Helmet, mask.
Which is so interesting because you have these two layers of
Yeah, I
horns
look like a little
now.
Feywild freak.
You do.
I'm quite fitting.
Thank you. Let's not lose daylight, people. Let's move.
Alright.
Continue on, cart. You know where to go.
Trying to find the cave.
It really doesn't. It tells you.
You've got it.
You can feel a little resistance before it goes.
Hit the water if you
okay."
must.
And
Just
it
keep
just
going until you
keeps
hit water.
rolling, waiting for you to tell it when to stop. The fog is so heavy today, and especially on the beach. It's a very gray sky, gray, pale light streaming through the clouds. No sunshine. Absolutely none. And the carriage rolls along, just waiting. It slows at one point, like, are you sure you know where you're going? Can everyone make me a perception check?
No. No.
He manages to
Natural one.
Woo! Camden,
I know
you have an
exactly where
advantage
I'm
from
going.
Breba.
Do I only have
Your
one advantage?
right now that you can use, yes. Lorequette, you do have an advantage from Shoe Four Eye Guy.
Thank you, Shoe Four Eye
Thank you for
Guy.
the shoe.
Right, that was a perception check, yes.
Do you want to use an advantage?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I
Okay.
have one.
You do. From Angel Devilson, you
Thank
have an
you, Angel.
advantage.
And I have none.
Wow,
unless
I
I have
need
an
to-
advantage.
You do have
Where
an
did that
advantage from
go?
Angel Devilson as well.
Angel
Perception.
Devilson.
So nat 20 for 26.
Ooh!
14.
19.
11.
10.
9. 8.
7, 6. Wait, what are we counting down to? I'm not ready.
The fight.
Okay, here we go. So it's very fortunate that one of you is keeping an eye out. You spot, Lorequette, what looks like a divot in the side of this basalt column wall. It's almost as if smaller basalt columns form a staircase up to a cutout in the hillside. It looks like a cave of some kind.
And the steps themselves seem to be made from the basalt?
Yeah, it's all basalt.
There's a cave there, appears, on the side of the cliff. If you care.
And in fact, as he points that out, you do
Sure.
remember you were told Silas lives in a cave on the beach.
We might as well check it out then. It could be an abode for Silas.
Oh, I see. Yes.
We can't all live in palaces now, can we?
Well, caves can certainly be palaces to some.
Well, to some.
Yes. Not to your eye, that's for sure.
We are rich.
Both of money and
looks and
personality
yes. The great
friends even.
Oh, I've missed the noble life, so Lorequette.
Yes.
Wow, fantastic. So who's going in first?
Have I met Silas before, or is this a...
This is the first time.
Okay.
I'll sneak behind whoever goes in first.
I'll get out and wait, but I'm not going first.
Well, I guess I'll go in and see if we can get some of these questions answered.
Are you wearing armor, honey? I can't tell. Before you go in.
Oh, sweetheart, this is armor.
What does it look like?
It is pink and it's sequins
Okay.
because it's armor class.
Hey.
Hey.
Okay, because I never seen armor that looked like that before, but I believe you. But if you need extra, if anybody needs extra armor, I got a little bark skin up my sleeve.
Oh no, I truly appreciate that. Although I do have my cloak of many fashions that I do like to turn into an alternate outfit. I think it's very important to be prepared when you go into situations, and the most prepared that you can be is to dress well. It's a form of good manners, and when you walk into people, it just kind of sets the tone. So
I knew you should go first.
Yeah.
I straighten my mask a little bit.
Lorequette, as he hops off Stardust, seems to ready a shield, as well as pluck up his cloak a bit. And below, you can see he's wearing what looks like a full set of chainmail, but beautiful, silvery, glowing, sort of slightly mail. It looks like he's come prepared. I could certainly accompany you as your second if you wish.
I do love the ombre of your chainmail. It's quite nice.
A gift from the Queen herself.
Wow.
She's very thoughtful that way.
Another gift.
Yes. This shield as well as this mace and these potions. Most of everything I have has been gifts from the Queen.
How nice.
Do I sense...
No.
Okay.
No. And I'm gonna watch the waves.
Okay.
After you.
You step up this series of small steps of basalt. And it's incredibly dark in this cave. Do you have dark vision?
See.
See?
See.
Oui.
See, I can see.
SIICANSEE. By the sea.
Uh-huh.
Somewhere.
Somewhere by the sea.
Beyond the sea.
Yeah.
Somewhere.
We're losing it already. With your dark vision, begins to rain just slightly outside, just a drizzle. And as you step into the darkness of this basalt cave, you see ahead of you...
Are we going in?
Well, I'm already sneaking in.
All right. Oh, it's just you and me outside the cave.
We're locking down.
Cool.
What looks like a fairly decent-sized room, like a bedroom size. There is one column in the center of basalt, and it seems as if items have been placed around it. There's a desk, there's a chair at the desk, and some writing utensils. There's a makeshift bookcase. There's a couple of lumps where basalt has sort of started to form some columns inside, and there is a tent. There's no light in the tent, and you don't see a person anywhere.
Okay. I'm going to go directly over to the bookshelf and start looking at the books to see what's there.
Sure. You find things in some very interesting languages. There's some Underdark, some Sylvan, which is a very, very old tome at the bottom that's falling apart and it smells dusty. Honestly, half of these are old ingredients lists and histories of the inception of spells, and then half of them are romance novels, like really cheap, really bad romance novels. Yeah.
I used to read this when I was a kid.
Oh,
It's
I've
one
read
of my
that.
favorite books. It's really just an insightful story, especially when they get into the dark. That's neither here nor there. And I'm gonna start pulling them down just to see if perhaps anything opens up.
Oh,
Nothing
The Badger
does.
and the Haberdasher. I read that one.
Oh,
Nothing happens. There's nothing in particular about this bookshelf, and it's not very big. It's mostly like a shelf that he kind of placed wobbly on top of two columns that's relatively level.
I'm gonna fix it.
Okay. Do you try and even it out? It smells incredibly stale in here, and there's a hint of something sweet.
Oh, I can take care of that. And she's gonna reach into her bag and pull out a cantrip candle.
Wow, breaking meta.
Just light that and put it there.
Light a little
from
candle.
a little shop that I like to
Sure.
frequent
Yeah.
back in town.
Excellent.
Wink.
Wink. A beautiful
guys.
smelling candle. It's nice because it overcomes this smell of something that... Oh, there it is. Yeah, you know this smell. The smell of decay. Something in this room is rotting. He might have left some food out or something. You're not sure where it's coming from.
I'm gonna follow the smell.
Okay. Make a survival check for me. As you're trying to follow the smell of this rot.
21.
21! Ooh! Yeah. You can absolutely find the source of this smell. It's coming from inside the tent.
Alright. Oh. I'm gonna use message. I'm gonna send a quiet message over and say I'm gonna go inside the tent.
Oh. He nods from across the room.
Cool.
And moves towards the tent. Yeah. Moves towards the
Silent
tent.
communication.
Alright. So
You pull back the flap. There's a cot inside. It looks like a dwarfen-sized cot. And inside the cot is a body. It's been decayed for about a half a month, maybe.
well, guess we're late. And can I like get me in?
I was saying I just come up behind you, unbeknownst to you. It's like, yeah, I guess so. Unfortunate.
Oh, I'll never get used to that.
Yes, this is why I leave after I kill. I'd like to try and check the body.
Sure, make a perception check as you're checking it. Or actually an investigation.
Okay, I'm going to grab the others. I'm sure they will want to see this. And I'll walk out.
Okay.
16.
And so I gave them a daisy, and they said, no, I would prefer a dandelion. And I said, I don't have any dandelions. Can you just take a daisy and get me on my way? And they just never took it. It was
See, people should be appreciative of what they.
Well,
but you know,
you
maybe
come
gifts
out
were not their love language.
into this
I
conversation.
guess so. I just...
Is gifts to your love language.
Dating is
I-
hard, and picking flowers is difficult. And... Oh, so Lorequette.
So
Can
sorry.
you hold
to-
on a second?
I
We
can.
forgot
Yes,
it yet.
please.
Maybe gifts just weren't their love language. Maybe try acts of service next time.
Okay.
I don't know, maybe physical touch with
Okay.
consent.
Dungeons and dating, everyone.
So Lorequette,
Good advice.
Any news of within?
It appears someone has died. Unclear as to how or why, but I figured it would be probably a good idea to bring you two in to see and make eyes on the situation.
Alright, then, and as we're walking, is it a decorated? Is the Silas confirmed?
I saw the dead body and came and got you immediately.
Was it a decorated?
I didn't really see the
Yeah,
body.
you didn't really
so
see
I
the body.
couldn't tell
You knew
us.
there was a body.
Yeah.
With your 16. You also have an advantage if you'd like to use it, or we can keep the 16.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah? Okay. Thank you, the Black Kakari, for that advantage.
That was a waste.
16, yeah. This
That was a waste. I
That's
knew
all
it. I
right.
felt it. I was like, you did not need to use that.
That's all right.
The last episode. Use it.
Use them if you got them.
Yeah.
You see it. Someone's drunk. You see the face is contorted. You know, it's been decaying for a while now. Maybe there's something about the atmosphere in this cave itself, the proximity to the sea, that has sort of stalled the decay a little bit. You can tell as you are looking over this person, this dwarf, maybe, there are 2 holes right here under the jaw, and it looks as if the area is red and swollen, and the rest of the body has started to go gray, and it looks like the veins had exploded.
Oof.
So, in those 2 holes.
Yeah.
Look a lot like snake bites.
Yeah, you could say that. Yeah. We're one to make that assumption. They would not be wrong.
And are we pretty? Is it? Because we don't know what Silas looks like. So
You don't. Yeah.
is there a way to kind of look on his person for any identifying?
You can. Yeah. There's also perhaps a member of your party who could perhaps.
As Lorequette enters in with the other two, any information on who that is, or
Well, you know what he looks like, right? So why don't you get a look and kind of try and contort his face a little bit.
And do you kind of tell us about what you've determined?
Mm-hmm. Like snake
snake
bites that bit and made the veins explode.
yeah, a couple questions here. First, do I recognize this individual?
It's hard to tell. It's been a very long time since you have seen Silas.
But I knew he was dwarf.
You knew he was a Korid.
Of course.
Yeah. And it looks like this creature has the wild hair, one long section that Korids, typically use as a weapon. It has the cloven hoof and essentially the upper body of a dwarf, and the skin is a mottled gray even after death. It looks like a Korid.
Well, it certainly is a Korid. Why don't we just ask?
Are you about to cast a spell?
Yes?
Alright, really quick. I got a bad feeling about what's happening right now. I'm gonna check for traps while you do that, okay,
by
honey?
all means, yes.
Alright. And she's gonna start to hobble as they're casting and like touch the walls and start. She thinks that this might be a trap.
Okay.
Because this is just very suspicious.
He says, tomorrow belongs to those who can hear it coming, and casts a spell, Speak with the Dead.
Excellent. You are looking around. Can you make me an investigation check as you are looking for any kind of trap?
Oh boy, can I use a different d20?
Tomorrow is for those who see it.
What the?
You have an advantage if you'd like to use it.
Yes, please.
The Black Kakari has given you an
Black
advantage.
Kakari. What the?
One more.
I have not rolled above. An 8 is the highest I've rolled this entire night so far.
Oh my god.
2 different die.
I really hope that you're just getting them all out of the way right now. You guys, you
It's
can't do
gonna
this to
end
me.
one way or the
I
other.
have a -2 to investigation.
Wow. Yeah, you have no idea.
Or you said perception or investigation?
Investigation.
Yeah. My eyes and my knees are both going out. But I do have, what is it, blind sight.
Yeah.
So I don't need my sight for things within 10 feet of me.
You're not finding any like hidden tricks or anything. There's no.
Okay.
Yeah, it's gone. it's gone.
gone.
You're not finding any traps. It looks like this was like incredibly bare bones situation here.
Well, I'm gonna just still stand there, arms crossed at the end, like towards the entrance, like
Just waiting. Okay. You inside the tent cast Speak with Dead, and the body remains still, but there is a spectral image of the Korid that sits up slowly, and his jaw is a little slack, and he looks very empty, very dazed, like there's nothing behind the eyes.
If you are not familiar, we have 5 questions. Anything in particular you wanted to ask, Silas?
Confirm that it is Silas.
Yes, that seems like a great start.
Are you the Korid Silas?
Yes.
4 more. Yes?
Well, this isn't my question. I'm going to try not to phrase it like a question. We need to know if they know where Iso went or Dannon. And I guess you can't ask this. That's a yes or no question.
Yes.
It has to be yes or no.
No, it
Yes.
doesn't. It does have to be yes or no.
Yes, it does.
Oh,
Oh, no, sorry, it does not. Apologies.
trying to avoid that.
Yes.
Get most information as possible.
They will usually be brief, cryptic, repetitive, as such.
Was they?
I don't want to ask if it.
I believe it is only if I ask them the question directly.
Oh, okay. We can talk at our leisure then.
Yes.
All right.
Darn D&D movie.
Can we
Yeah.
ask if Iso perhaps did a villain speech and gave away what was up next?
Good question.
When did they last see Iso?
Well, wouldn't it be when she killed him?
what did you last talk about with Isos?
Would it be
that's
better
good.
to ask
That's good.
who killed you?
Well, we know it was snake bite.
Right. But is Isoth alone? Do you even know?
Well, they're in cahoots.
No.
She's in cahoots with Dan, and that's what we know.
But Dannon
Her
was
and
here.
Dannon are
Dannon
working
wouldn't grace
together.
such a small place as this.
Well-
I just find it hard to believe that one wouldn't do a villain speech. If you had someone cornered all by themselves
They
and you have
always
all of
do.
that time, I feel like they're going to give you a lot of the details in very, like,
Sure, I understand.
it's the Doofenshmirtz principle.
I see.
What did Isoth tell you before your death?
Oh, right. What did Isoth tell you before your death?
Drum roll if they actually died.
That I was getting what I deserved.
Well, that concludes that they have met Isoth, know who they are, and in fact there was apparently at least some sort of monologue said before they were killed.
There always is.
Always is.
That they got what they deserved. Well, what did they do to deserve it? They were...
Well, they had information
Is that
about.
an important question?
What
Can I-
information were you keeping from, or did Isoth believe you were keeping?
Can I look around, DM, to see if there's... Instead of asking the question, like, I'd want to just look for papers and stuff like that.
Sure, make an investigation check for me.
Oh, my weakness.
You have 10 minutes.
8. Bugger.
Yeah, there's not a lot in here.
I already scanned the whole place.
Forgive me for stepping on your toes.
You know, every inch has been
Yes.
scoured.
Well, it's a big cave, but not too big, I suppose.
Ask if he knows where Isoth left to after this.
Well, he was probably dead.
Yes.
Yes. Maybe what he did with his life by the sea. Why a target of such a powerful entity?
Great question. Why did Isoth kill you?
Dannon ordered it.
Bugger.
So they're listening to Dannon. Isoth is.
Yes.
Well, hopefully, in that villain speech, there's more.
Do we know more about Silas? What they did in their life? What possible thing would put them on the radar for such
Wait,
a
I want to
they
hear
know
the
us
villain
now.
speech.
Dannon is.
They were cast out of the court.
I'm sure if we find Isoth, we will get that.
I'm sure that they've heard the villain speech. So if
We have two
we
more
ask
questions?
what was the speech you heard before you died,
That
You're
is definitely-
certain that there was a
Recite.
villain speech before their
I
death?
am 100% positive
Would it also
that
be
there is a villain speech in full, and that if anyone can deliver it to us,
It's going
that
to
it
be
is going
Silas.
to be the shadow self of Silas, dearly departed.
All right, well, go ahead and
Do you
ask.
think it would also be good? Definitely good. We have 2 more questions. So, would it possibly be a good idea to ask if they know where Dannon is, or where they stayed?
It makes all sense that Dana would be heading to the throne in the south. That's the goal, isn't it?
Yes.
Well, maybe the villain speech we can get bang for our buck.
Jesus.
How do I phrase this? What was the villain speech given to you before your death?
Verbatim.
Specifically.
What I remember.
Yes. Well done.
She told me my death was ordered. When I asked why, she said I knew too much. Things they wanted to keep secret. She told me I was getting what I deserved because I dared to try to broker peace when all they wanted was chaos.
Use the words chaos. That is a villain speech.
Yes.
Yes.
Like, that's very deliberate language to make sure the point. What if there was a swirl
I
of
guess,
cape?
I guess the only question left is, what does Silas know? they don't want others to know.
Indeed.
What sort of knowledge were you hiding from King Danin and... King Danin, just Danin and Iso?
Presumptuous.
Cursing us.
That's the Dayquil, that's
So
the
we
Dayquil.
don't want to ask the question where. We're not asking where is where.
I have full confidence that we can track down Iso from here, and maybe with that information we'll find Danin.
So you want me to ask?
What was your life's work? What are you most proud of?
What was the secret? And they don't want others
The information.
The information.
Ask politely, please.
Yes.
Well, I mean, it is not them, you do know.
It's not.
Them. No, it is a facsimile, a magical recreation of a shade of them. What information were you keeping secret that caused Isoth to kill you? Specifically.
Yeah. Come on, you puppet, let's talk.
Wow, your vibe is completely
This is your villain
Now
arc.
that I've seen necromancy happen, I'm into it.
There's a moment where, because it is a facsimile of a person, you can tell they're trying not to say this. But it gets blurted out very quickly. The location of Morgeth's body. And then slowly, Silas, this ghostly image of him, lays back down into the body and disappears.
Well, now I wish I had another question.
Yes, you're trying to figure out who Morgeth is?
Oh, I have some idea who Morgeth is, and if they are looking for Morgeth, we are in deeper trouble than I believed.
Would Allyrick know who Morgeth is?
No.
Okay.
None of us?
No.
Who is
Yeah.
Morgeth?
Correct me if I'm wrong,
Yeah.
obviously. Morgeth,
And you only have like the very faint.
Yeah.
This is a name that has not been said in centuries. The faintest.
I imagine that even if the name was said around Mab, it would be
Oh my god.
not a good thing.
Huge.
Don't get used to saying that name out loud. You might lose your tongue. Not from me, of course, but from our queen. Morgeth, former ruler of the southern Feywild. Mab rose up against them long time ago, before I was even, well, not before, around when I started serving the queen. I haven't heard that name in a long time. If their body is still around, does he know anything else beyond that?
No.
Yeah.
No. It's almost old enough to be like folklore
Right.
at this point.
I know the other question. The other question is, where is Morgeth buried?
Yes, that would have been.
Because that's where we should be going.
Yes, clearly. That would be where we want to go.
Well, I try and look through his notes and see if there's any...
So, for free, I'll tell you, you don't find any notes. It looks like Silas didn't keep a record of anything.
We can certainly keep the body for another 10 days, and I can ask again.
Yeah. Let's do that.
I don't think that's a very kind idea. I'd rather set it to rest. He's already been alone in this cave for long enough.
But once you're dead, what is 10 days?
Just stick him in the bag of holding.
That is a perfectly way to preserve a body. There is no oxygen.
Well, we have the weird deer head in there, and that might infect the body.
You do, actually, yeah.
A weird deer head.
The one that I took out of your house. And you
Oh, yes.
There's still a
yes,
stain there
yes.
on the floor.
Yes, I mean meaning to talk to you. It's stained my floor.
Oh, okay.
If we rely on the bodies of the dead to get further in life, we are no better than the people we are trying to fight. We must put this body to rest.
Who taught you
I actually just thought of it myself.
No, I just am saying, like, when you learn things,
Oh,
you get information.
the temple.
History, the temple, are those not the body of the dead?
Well, no, we lay them to rest and we leave them at rest.
But we get their information.
We don't pump them for information before we send them to rest.
That's what books are. Pumped information.
Well, that's
Just because
willingly
upon dead-
given
just because
information.
upon dead things, in fact.
Yeah, yes. Just because it's preserved
Can
in
we-
a jar doesn't mean it.
We're not dragging a corpse around the countryside hoping
That
that
is
it will
true.
give us answers. Are
This
we?
is the meaning, but this is the difference between fixing this and finding Queen Lab.
And I think that if we told our queen that, oh no, he was dead and we felt bad about dragging him around as the excuse for not telling them where Morget's body is, I probably won't be alive and neither will you.
Well, I want to chime in here. Look, I see what you're saying here, because if we don't find out where Morgeth is in 10 days, I think we're in some big trouble, right? So we might as well leave him here. However, there might be other people looking for Silas.
My thoughts
And
exactly.
they will be able to sniff him out wherever we bury him.
And they could cast the spell. In fact, any of
Exactly.
you could if you wanted to.
They might know the right
What do
questions
you
to
mean
ask.
any of us could if I wanted?
Yes.
So
So-
his very existence is a liability.
I
Correct.
think we can honor what you're saying by being, good to the body and respectful, by not allowing him to be dug up by a bad person.
So
Are you
we-
saying you can
we
teach me
burn
this
him.
spell?
Given enough time and effort, yes.
How much time?
Oh, well, that depends on how quick a study you are.
Alright, never mind.
Oh, well, that answers that question.
If we burn the body, there's no chance of anyone else finding out this information.
Including us.
But are we really going to be on this mission hopefully in 10 days? Or are we still going to be on this same quest?
I really hope not.
As do I.
I can't say that I can see the future, but,
But you can see the future enough to take a dead body with you?
well, yes, I would say that's probably a good rational thing to do.
But is it moral or ethical?
If it requires
Does
us
that
10 days
matter?
to find the
Yes.
body, we're too late. We must track down Iso now without this knowledge, and we should send the body to be at rest for good. We stumbled upon this cave. Iso stumbled upon this cave. Who's to say another villainous creature wouldn't?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not gonna argue with you. If you want to burn it, let's burn it.
Make it very clear, I don't wish to burn this body. I
No,
think
you're
is...
so horny to burn this one.
It is a way to
This
prevent
place,
undeath from entering the body.
Camden will be offended by you saying that, and he will probably kind of like hastily grab the cot and lift it out of the cave and start walking towards the
Can
cave
you
entrance.
make a perception check as you're lifting the cot?
Mother. Tonight's cursed!
You do have an advantage from Angel Devilson.
Yes, thank you, Angel Devilson.
If I was close enough.
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
Oh.
You go
Wow.
to put your hands under the cot to lift it, and you see the glyph of a spell that's been placed under the cot, under the body. It glows so faintly it's almost easy to miss.
So, Lorequette,
Yes.
there's a glyph here. Arcane.
Step away slowly.
I do so.
Everyone, you might want to spread out a bit.
Can I knock down this shabby tent?
You can lift it if you want. It's just a cloth tent that's been placed on the ground. It's not like staked in or anything.
I'm gonna just rip it.
Okay.
Away. Get out of here. Get out of here.
It has a structure to it.
He's-
It has a structure to it, so you have to like lift the wooden frame of it, but you can. It's really light. You can just pick it up and
Yeah.
toss it aside, and it just clatters.
Like one of those preschool tents.
Yes, absolutely. Yep.
Dang it.
I will check that ward.
Sure. Arcane.
That arcane room.
Check for me.
I'll roll again. Do I have advantage or specific?
You do have advantage from Angel Devilson.
Dang, Angel Devilson.
Dang.
That would be a 15.
what you know of this, you don't know exactly what kind of magic it is. You can't quite see through essentially the packaging on this glyph what the actual spell is that it's containing. You know if this gets moved, you think if the body gets moved, this will set off.
I see. I'm going to need 10 minutes.
10 days,
Lorequette
10 minutes, magic.
Sits down.
You just destroyed someone's home while talking about how you didn't want to carry their body
They're
around
dead.
and be disrespectful.
The home does not need respect. The body needs respect, and I'm gonna go
That might
pout.
have been the last thing that this person had in their
on the
entire
dead.
life.
No,
And
dead.
this both
Is it
sides
dead,
no realm.
dead? Is who's dead? Undead? What dead? What is going on?
You know how people pick and choose what they believe in.
I'll cast the
I mean, it's just like the
Sure.
it's a bit much if you're.
and then study the schools on the rune.
Okay. It takes you 10 minutes. And
I'm biting my fingernails during this 10-minute period.
with about 2 minutes left, all of you at the same time hear a deep warbling sound coming from outside somewhere down the beach. A horn of some kind is being blown. At the end of your time figuring out what this spell is, you see the casing on it is a spell that's just waiting to go off. It's a little hair trigger spell. The one inside is a conjuration spell, and you know it will do damage.
I see. The body is a trap.
Oh, what? I looked everywhere for traps.
Everywhere but under the body. Which is not where I would look either, so
Yes,
well done.
no, this was.
Oh no.
So it cannot be
Get
moved.
the look.
Well, I didn't say that. You could move it, but you would you would be harmed.
We'll just burn it right here.
I
We
need
could
to
just burn
see what that horn was. But
yes, we probably should make our way out.
who would have
Yes.
set a trap on a body?
So. Okay. Can you all step outside for just a moment? I'm sorry, I know I'm always asking you to step outside, but.
But outside of what? The tent is
Yes.
gone.
No, well, we're out. We've stepped inside the cave, so maybe.
Oh, outside the cave. Yeah.
You step outside the cave.
Yeah, I will follow.
Yes.
I also want to know what that horn was.
I will step outside the cave too.
You gonna be by yourself?
Uh-huh.
Gonna be by yourself?
Uh-huh.
I am. And as we now know that the body is a trap, I do not want us or anyone that comes after us to be in a certain position. So I'm going to look around, light my bomb, put it down, and walk out.
Okay.
Is there a bomb?
Like
Wait, what?
casually your bomb?
Casual. Casual.
Yeah.
How big of a bomb? Like a Joker bomb?
No, it's like a 1 pound bomb. It's like a little, and in my mind, I like to think that it is one of those little black ones with the little
fuse.
like layered
Yeah.
thing on top of it, and then the little fuse coming out of it, and it's a little bit long, so that way I have a
Mario
little bit of
bomb.
leeway. But I'm gonna like do a little spark with fairy fire to light it, and then I'm gonna put it down, and I'm gonna walk out in slow motion.
So, the four of you head out onto the beach, minus Everleigh, looking for the source of that horn. And
Was
up
it-
ahead,
Sorry to
yes,
interrupt. Was it like a brrrr or like
it's like a war horn. I don't know if you've ever
Well,
heard
great.
it, but
That's terrifying.
Celtic war horns, they're the very long down to the floor, very deep rumbling sounding war horn.
Sure.
It was just a single one that went off once. You don't hear it again.
Like the ram horn?
Like a ram horn. A
Yeah.
little bit, yeah.
I
It's
pulled the
usually
shield off my back.
okay. It's usually held like up like this, and it goes.
Like a
Say
shofar.
Ricola, didn't
Yeah.
It did not say Ricola. There's no
That'd be higher,
yodeling
that'd be higher.
with it. Yeah, it's true. Up ahead, the mist has cleared just enough that you can see the remnants of some kind of old building. There's a section of the beach that bleeds into a grassy hill. It's all heather, very sparse scrubs and herbs and things. In the remains of whatever building this was up on the hill, there's movement. You can't quite pick out what it is. And just absolutely faintly, because of where you are, because it's bouncing off of the columns to you, you can hear something happening up on that hill. You're not sure what.
We can see movement?
Very, very faintly, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, off in the distance. Everleigh comes out of the cave behind you. Can you make me a performance check?
Is the bomb loud?
Not a bomb.
22.
You time it perfectly so that when you put your foot on the last step, there is an explosion that rocks the cliffside. There is an explosion inside the cave. You can hear the falling of rock from the ceiling, bouncing off the floor inside, and you also hear the splash of something and a very heavy scent of acid in the air.
As I take that step, can I put on sunglasses? And it goes,
Absolutely. Yes, absolutely. With that roll for performance, it's really bad.
What is happening as the horn has gone off and now there's a bomb that's going on? Scary.
well, at least the trap doesn't exist anymore.
I'll give you a nod.
That is true.
You've been taught well.
Learn from the best.
Yes. Yes, you do.
Does anyone know if there's potential friendlies in this region, or is it all enemies from here on out?
I don't know. I think everybody's gonna be aggro.
I agree.
You're on the side of venomous.
There's movement up on that hillside. I believe it could be what the source of the horn was. No doubt they've spotted our carriage at this point.
Should we get out of here then?
That might be a great move for us.
Maybe we can call the carriage over.
The carriage is just sitting outside where you left it.
Oh, yeah.
So you said there's like ruins from where the horn came from? Up on the, is it up on, is it on the beach or?
It's a part where the hills had sort of, the columns had sort of gone up and they come back down and dip enough that the top of the hillside meets the beach and then it dips back up again into another cliffside.
In order for us to proceed forth, we'd have to pass it.
Yes.
Allyrick, yes. Do you mind scouting the situation?
Yes, I will do it. And I kind of sneak ahead.
Oh, before you go, I cast guidance.
Okay.
And I sneak ahead through the trees to try and scout them.
Roll me a stealth check as you're coming up on this cliffside right here.
Is this a cliff?
This is where the cliff would end.
Cool.
Down into
That's
this
going to
dip.
be 22.
22.
Nice.
You don't have to use it there and use it with.
29.
Okay. You approach where this cliffside dips down into a flat surface right here. It looks like this was maybe some sort of port at one point. Ships would come in, dock here. This would be a center where they would go through their things. You see movement in here. You're not sure what. There are bodies in the mist. You get this acrid taste in your mouth that you get sometimes when certain spells go off that affect the weave of the reality around you. It's a spell that's powerful enough that you can taste it. And something is happening, you think, right about here in the center of this circle.
When I taste this taste, does it taste familiar like from this morning?
No, this is a different taste. Yeah.
Okay.
This is something kind of like you're holding a penny on your tongue.
Okay. I kind of signal to everyone that I'm going to try and get closer. And so I try and
Okay.
I'll move forward half the distance. I don't want to get in your stealthy way, but I don't want to be far behind if something goes wrong.
Okay. Let's start to put ourselves on the map then.
Hell yeah.
So this is where you're coming from on the beach.
Okay.
This is the end of the basalt columns.
Okay.
You would still have cover with the remains of this retaining wall, essentially.
Okay.
So we're all going to be on, unfortunately, this far other side of
We're here.
No, down there, on the beach.
Okay.
Are you going back up there?
So I would try and hide next to this wall.
Okay.
I'll be up to like here. Yeah. All right, Camden, you look so dope.
Okay.
I'm slow.
So
I'm slow. Pull me in the back.
And you are stealthing, yes?
yes.
Allyrick is
I have a ranger thing that helps.
Lorequette is an elf, yes?
Yes.
Okay.
Is this beach terrain? What is this terrain? It's beach. I will not get any advantage. Natural explorer.
So you hear the faintest murmurs of a conversation happening, and from where you are, you can see into this courtyard. This looks like it might have been a building at one point, some kind of customs office, essentially. You see a portal.
Ooh.
Right there in the center that has gone off. There's a figure walking into the portal, and a voice says, "Go now!" And this figure of a dwarf with a single snake head disappears into the portal, and the portal is gone. The creature that had been speaking turns to you. You see
Oh, that's scary.
a huge creature, a snake with a series of heads. And she rears up and she folds her human arms very daintily. And she looks around this column to see you.
She spotted you.
Hello?
Must be Iso.
Yes.
I've been dying to meet you.
Have you?
Yes.
Be careful what words you choose.
So, I guess we'll kick this
Lorequette
off.
just stares at Everleigh.
I think it's happening. I guess I started with the first, most basic question. Do you have any idea where my queen is?
Your queen? Oh, no. I had nothing to do with her.
Well, then it seems like there are no initial qualms. My second question is, why would you, who seem to be from another plane, be helping the Corids in the south?
Because he has power, and I need power to get back to where I came from. If I help him, he will help me. Tit for tat.
Is it as simple to offer you better help?
Are you more
Obviously.
powerful than
Sponsored by
Danon?
BetterHelp.
I myself, on my own, no. But I have connections.
Doubtful.
Doubtful. You're down here in the south. I come from the Seeley court.
Oh, congratulations.
No, this wasn't some show of, I don't know, betterment or anything. I was just saying that we have resources.
And why would you want to help me?
Well, if we can get you out of the politics of the South, it helps everyone on this plane's well-being.
But I like the politics here. These people are so eager for violence.
Yes, I know. It's kind of disappointing. But I don't know. You seem like someone who's more interested in getting back than dealing in these petty quarrels. And is that not true?
What would you know of my interests?
Well, you told me you want to get back, and that's why you are dealing with a Corid.
That's not the only thing I want.
Well, what else do you want?
Power.
Well, I do not have power. All I have is my dagger, my blade. It's been quite useful. Whatever you may need, be it a dagger or blade, if that means that you will stop meddling in our plane, I will follow you to your plane with my dagger and blade.
You trying to make a deal?
I love a deal.
You would work with Dannon?
I would work with you.
I work with Dannon.
Why work with Dannon when you can work for yourself?
I do not have the power here that he has. I think you have severely underestimated some things here.
I've heard that Dannon is very powerful. Everyone tells me that. I can't take a blade to him because he's so very powerful. But all of the things that he's doing that's powerful seem to come from you.
Flattery will get you nowhere.
I'm simply stating facts.
You cannot help me. What I require asks a lot of sacrifice. I do not think you would be willing to offer.
Then where does that leave us?
Good question. I assume you're not alone. Would your friends like to join us?
Sure, why not? And I kind of motion everyone.
That's a sign. Let's go. I hop over the fence.
You all see this gigantic creature. Literally a huge monstrosity.
Now, if you'll excuse me for a second, Isoff. So I've been talking with Isoff. They are working with Dannon because Dannon seems to have promised to bring them back to whatever plane they have, and Dannon apparently has the power to do this. I was trying to say that we're connected. You know, Queen Mab would probably have some connections to help out, but apparently it requires...
Mab would never help me.
You don't know that.
I do.
Okay. Well,
I can't get it through.
I guess Mab will never help her.
I guess Mab will never help her, yes.
Yes, so-
and Lorequette casts Bless.
Right off the bat, she watches you do this and she doesn't move. She still has her hands folded very elegantly in front of her. You expecting something?
Well, no, more of, I don't know who you have around you, so...
It's just me. I think I'll be enough.
Well, look, see, you won't let me help me. You won't let me bed you. So what...
Are you trying to bed me? Is this your seduction?
Yes, I thought
It's
that you were
not
me offering you my blade
working.
for the rest of my life. That's practically a marriage.
No,
My
thank
blade for the
you.
rest of life for you to kill. Okay.
Sex is not what everyone wants. You are very single-minded.
Well, I was-
Someday you will have a taste of true and absolute power, and I wonder what you will want after.
Oh.
Sorry, go ahead.
You must know that absolute power. Well, that only destroys.
Yes.
I believe the colloquialism is absolute power corrupts absolutely.
Deliciously.
Oh.
Yes. You seem to, but the corruption, you like it affects you,
Yes.
and eventually.
Do you know how my being is made?
I'm sure you're going to tell me. So.
Would you like to know, or shall we just get to fighting?
No, I'd like to know.
I pull out a sword.
You have Bless, and you have Bless as well.
I also elbow you and say, villain speech.
I'm sorry to interrupt. My friend mentioned something earlier, and I guess it's just a question I'd like to ask you. What's your love language?
Oh my gosh.
Power.
Well, power's not necessarily a level.
Yes, it is.
I mean, there's acts of service.
Well, I offered
Hono's not there.
My God, at this point, I would really rather just fight you. You have so many questions that I'm not going to answer.
You
well,
don't
they-
like sex, so I figured connection.
Well,
No,
I
I
offered
need
sex
no
and
connection.
acts of
Can
service.
I pull out a javelin?
Okay.
As they're talking, Lorequette's just investigating this
my hand
creature as much as
around
possible.
Sure.
Looking for anything that looks like a weakness physically, how the aura around... He's still got detect magic, so how the aura around this thing looks, schools involved. He's keeping quiet, seemingly on purpose, sort of standing tall with his hand sort of behind his cloak, but clearly just looking this thing up and down.
Okay.
Sure.
So then I actually am going to walk up closer
No, okay.
and get right there. It's like, look,
Where? Here?
yeah, pretty close.
Yeah?
Like,
Yeah?
Careful.
yeah. Look, it seems like we're deigned to fight, so I will leave you with this. No matter how much power you seem to try and achieve and how many people you choose to hold on
close,
your
too
thumb, it always happens that eventually, if not right now, there will be a group of brave heroes that will take you down.
You cannot kill me in any way that matters.
I'm chucking that javelin.
Roll
down.
initiative!
Can I get the investigation?
Screw this
roll
lady.
before we do
Yes,
that?
you absolutely
great.
can.
Do I have advantage, disadvantage?
You do have an advantage from the Black Kakari.
Do I have advantage?
7.
Alric, you do have an advantage from Angel Devilson.
Oh, thank
Do
you.
I have an advantage?
Hang on just a
Yeah, this
second.
is going to be a long
okay.
fight.
Everleigh, you do have an advantage from Abracadabra.
Oh, yay!
Who else wanted to know? You?
Roll a 5. Why is my roll
You
so
do not
bad?
have
Yeah,
any advantages.
you're
No! But this is just initiative. So what was your investigation check?
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. You do not see any weaknesses necessarily. You've never seen something like this
Right.
before.
It's just initiative.
You do, however, with this detect magic up, you see there is some aura about her, and the spell school is illusion.
Okay.
That is what you get
Around her, you said?
around her. He's the only one that knows, however.
Oh, okay.
Okay. What did I roll? Where am I? Who am I? What's happening?
Rachel Seeley.
I am. Thank
F
you.
all my dice.
Okay, 20 and above in initiative.
Wow.
Oh!
I got a dirty 20.
Dirty
Wow, wow,
20,
I'm on
Everleigh.
the other side of this thing, I think.
Okay.
Who's first between these two? They're both 20s, right?
No,
Was
I
that
wasn't
20 on
playing.
your
No,
on
that
your
was an
spell?
investigation.
No,
Yeah.
investigation.
Okay.
15 to 20.
18.
18?
16.
Okay.
I got a plus 13 on that initiative.
Remember, you guys
yeah.
D4s on attacks.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Because of bless.
Less, yep.
Thank the gods.
What was yours?
My initiative.
What was yours up here?
Okay.
Never mind.
And saving.
10 to 15.
Keep going.
5 to 10.
7.
9.
Oh, okay.
Right there, face to face.
8, 6, 7, 5.
3. 0. 9.
Also, those of you who are within 20 feet, so everybody but Hono, you feel real confident. Nothing seems to feel like you're scared of it.
Thank you, Magic Man.
What was your initiative?
Great way to put
16.
it.
Okay. Oh, you were the one who said it.
Very good. Okay. Everleigh, top of the order. What would you like to do? Mm-hmm.
Is my beloved Isoth within, I don't know, 30 feet? Yes.
Yes, yeah. On a diagonal, absolutely. Are you gonna fireball?
No!
Okay.
Why would I lead
don't-
with violence?
Well, I
Please
would.
do, though.
Yeah.
You literally threw a
Yeah, it's
bomb.
okay.
You talking about?
Well, it's true.
That wasn't violence.
Not at
That
her.
was peace.
Not at
That
her.
was violence
Oh,
to
okay.
prevent violence.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. What would you like to do?
Knock, knock.
Oh my god.
Isoth looks very confused, and she sort of looks at the rest of the team when that
I believe
happens.
the correct answer is who's there?
Who's there?
Interrupting Cal.
Interrupting.
Moo! And with that, I cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter.
Masterful.
Oh my god, okay. Read me,
Such a fun
Tasha.
way.
Read me
You
with
need
it.
a wisdom save of 13.
Okay. She's got a decent one. Okay, oh, it's a 16. Anything on a failed save? Or a successful save?
Let's see, creature of your choice. You can see within range, perceives everything is hilariously funny and falls to it in it. The target must succeed. A creature with an intelligence score of 4 or less. No.
Okay. You tell this joke and you cast this spell and she just stares at you. Is that the joke?
Is it a joke or is it a question that we need to think about in our everyday lives? You know?
No.
You don't think about that ever?
No. I eat cows. That's all.
Like, are you a steak person or like a burger person?
Any bonus actions you'd like to do?
It's fair.
Listen, I just.
Oh my god.
With that, I'm gonna cast Bardic Inspiration. Upon my
Okay.
friends.
Okay.
Which one?
I'll get bardic
Who should be-
inspiration.
Yes.
We all get it?
All of us?
Okay, fine. I'll give it to whoever's next.
Okay. Well, Hono is next.
Oh,
What's your die?
yeah.
D8.
D8. And I get to add that to skill checks.
Believe.
And spells or no? Just skill checks?
I think it's just skill checks, right? Bardic inspiration?
D20 based checks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Pretty sure it's any D20.
All
Could
right.
add it to one ability check for 10 minutes.
Cool.
Or attack roll or saving throw.
Yeah, any D20
Oh,
based
attack roll
thing.
saving throw.
Nice.
Yes.
Great. All right. So Hono has lived for a long time for a good reason. She's very far back and she's behind this pillar. So she's going to poke her head out and cast Spike Growth. And it's going to be the 20 feet where Isoth is.
Okay, yeah.
And so, yeah, that becomes difficult terrain. I am concentrating on it, and when they move into or within the area, anyone, they take 2d4 piercing for every 5 feet.
Excellent.
Where did you create it?
Right in the 20 feet that
Right
she's
here
in.
in her.
She's
So
in 4
is it-
squares, right?
Yes, she is. Is
Cool.
it when they start their turn or when they move?
When they move.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good to know.
If they move.
Anything else you'd like to do?
That's all I can do, I believe.
Okay. Lorequette.
Moving back behind the thing, of course.
Absolutely. Lorequette, it's your turn.
Okay. Lorequette is, let's see. You cast Spike Growth. Oh, I suppose.
Is the portal still live? Like, is it on right now?
No, the person disappeared through it and the portal started closing and it just sort of fizzled out.
Okay. Thank you.
Lorequette will cast, will put his hand upon Allyrick's shoulder and say, "May you never die," and casts Death Ward.
Excellent.
Nice.
First time you would drop to 0 hit points from taking damage, you instead drop to 1.
Excellent. Okay.
Well, thank you. You're welcome.
Anything else on your turn?
That's my action. Bonus action. Lorequette will also cast Kinetic Jaunt.
Kinetic jaunt?
Genetic?
Okay.
Can't.
Genetic Jaunt.
That's so on the line.
It is. Careful now. It won't be me
That
this
is an
time.
emphasis away.
Kinetic jaunt.
Actually, he
Cast
won't.
is
He
only
won't
once
cast. He won't cast that
allowable.
because it's concentration. He wants blessed to stay alive.
Gotcha. Okay.
So yeah, that's it.
Okie dokie. It is Isoth's turn. However, ladies and gentlemen, we have a level 3
Burst of light.
Force of Shadow.
Oh.
It had to wait until battle.
They wanted us to die.
This says, the first thing you notice is the smell of something burning. In the next battle,
Oh, no.
at the top of each round, The DM randomly picks a player, NPC, monster, or other prominent object near the battle. That person or thing catches fire and takes 1d8 fire damage each round until it's put out. It's now on fire. So, here's how we're going to do this. There's exactly 6 of us. I'm going to roll a d6. Hono.
Oh no!
It's your hat.
Oh no!
Please roll your 1d8 and take that much damage as you are alight in the middle of nowhere. However, none of you can see Hono because she is behind that pillar.
Well, we certainly smell something.
Everyone's
Yes,
fighting their
you
own
do.
battles.
And it smells fragrant.
I rolled a 3.
Nice.
Wait, on a D8, right?
Yes, a
Yeah, I
D8.
rolled a 3.
So you take 3 points of fire damage as you explode into fire.
Yeah, and I mean, it's the crown.
It's the crown.
It's the
yeah,
crown
yeah, yeah.
that's blowing up.
So you are going to... Now I need to talk to you about this outside of character because it says you're going to take 1d8 fire damage each round until it's put out. To put out a fire will be a full action.
Yes.
Yeah.
In the middle of this battle, I think that might be a bit too much.
Okay, bonus action works.
I'm down. You know what? No, this is
You
a,
want
this
to?
was a shadow.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
down.
Okie dokie.
I'll take it.
All
I like
right.
the
You guys
action.
paid for it. I'll take it.
Rachel very clearly was like, y'all, maybe, and we're like,
No,
no, let's go.
Listen, I have contingency plans for if y'all die, so it's not my goal. However, at the start of each round, I pick another person to go on fire.
So we can all be burning at once?
Yes, you can.
Well,
Let's go.
that's what happens. Can I take my hellish rebuke?
It's not a person that did it to you, unless you want to take your hellish rebuke against the audience.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
You do?
I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, roll me some damage for hellish rebuke.
This is limited. It's just every time I get hit, right?
Yeah. As long as you can see the person, it abides by the same rules as hellish rebuke. So as long as you can see whoever attacked you, and I'm assuming, you can attack the audience. I'm sorry. It was her, not me.
Audience, I need you to roll a dex saving throw, please.
Let's roll for the
how
audience.
many people are rolling right now
That's a
at the
13.
same time? Amazing.
Okay.
That's a 13 for the audience.
What is it? What is this? How I don't know how. Like, what does it save against? Dex save
Against your spell saving throw.
against my spell save. Oh.
We don't want you to get too comfortable.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'd say Morgan before the next,
15,
Patreon
isn't
game.
it?
15.
apply
Okay, then
this
they
damage.
failed.
They failed it.
They were going to
Apply
take
this
some
damage to all of
damage.
them.
Audience, you all take damage
You're
from
taking
this.
2d10.
Wow.
If you have
Fire
a-
damage.
If you have a match or a lighter nearby, just gently touch
Burn
it to
Hono, you get burned. It's
true.
as simple
Yeah.
as it
It's
is.
true. It's true.
Please do not try these burnings at home.
Yes, please don't.
How much damage?
Just a slight
14
singe.
fire damage.
You all,
Ooh.
audience at home, you take
Yeah,
14 points of fire
cantrip
damage
candle.
from this.
They
so
are gods, so
they're fine. I'm
Yeah,
sure
they're
they're going to
fine.
be fine,
They'll
but the audience will remember that. Lorequette, anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
I will. Does it look like either you two are about to move somewhere? Does it look like you're like?
Oh, I'm about to run.
Okay. I'm about to get hide.
Yeah. Okay.
What I do?
So then I will step in front of our resident assassin. To,
Okay.
Assist as much as I can to hide him. Give him something to hide behind.
That's a very generous thing for you to do.
Yes, it is.
What were you going to say?
I have to roll concentration now
Yes,
for
please
my
do.
spike growth.
I also would like to say this was written by Sitar, so thank you,
thank
Sitar,
you,
for
Sitar.
taking your own damage.
I got the first high roll of the night.
Woo!
A relief.
Saved.
Excellent. Okay. It is Isoth's turn.
Why are you so close, Mr. Lord?
That's a very good question, actually.
Get back! Lorequette!
Let him do. Let him work.
Her
Let him cook.
muscular
Let him cook.
body crouches, ready to strike.
Get ready to make it.
Will a 17 hit you, Lorequette?
No, it does not.
What?
Excellent.
Whoa.
Beefy boy.
As I thought, using I assume one of their heads.
Her tail.
Her tail. His shield comes up and sort of knocks the attack away.
She
He smiles. Right?
reacts, hissing in your direction. So these
Hot.
will be coming to you. I'm so sorry. That is a 19 to hit.
That one hits.
Okay, you're gonna take 20 points of piercing damage as one of the snake heads lunges at you, and you feel it rips into your throat with her two fangs and pulls. Can you make a con saving throw for me?
Right. Con saving throw is a 17.
How many of these
17. You
do
just
I have?
made it.
I'm also going to make the con check, and I succeed to maintain concentration.
Okay. She is going to move. Can you tell me how much damage she takes? What was it?
Mm-hmm. It
Out of
is
her...
2d4 piercing for every 5 feet.
Okay, I think that's 10. So she's going to take
Yeah, but that's different than
14 points of piercing damage as she moves out of this field of thorns. Okay. I think that's all she's going to do this round. She is looking
One
at
spell
both
slot,
of you
got it.
right now.
Okay.
Next, Allyrick, it's your turn.
All right. So first things first, it's time to hoid.
Mm-hmm.
Time to hoid.
Time to hoid.
Time to hoid. That is, thank you, 14.
A 14.
You're hiding with a 14.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, hold on. Let me
Get your guidance. Yeah.
Yep, 14, that's 17 now.
Okay, let me see, because she also has blind sight.
Snake.
That's a 19, but with her blind sight, I think she would still be able to see you at least within 30 feet. How far away are you moving from her? Or are you just hiding in plain sight?
Yeah, I was going to do one of these.
Okay, she'll know where you are.
Okay.
You see the eyes of one of her heads follows you.
All right. Well, then I will take a shot with my bow of the wilds. All right. That is going to be
Jasper.
21 to hit.
A 21 will hit.
All right. Can't get a sneak attack since you hide. Oh, that is going to be 10 damage.
10 damage? Okay. You shoot an arrow into her, and it sticks into this heavy part of her side.
That is going to be 10 damage and 6. What? And I yell out to you from behind this wall. Remind me, Lord. What are these snake people? What do you think hurts them the most?
Swords, sticks, and stones, hammers, fire, all of it.
Okay, fire damage. 6 fire damage on top of the 10.
Okay. You know how your damage should affect things.
Oh no.
Should. And maybe it's just that she's beefy, that she's got a lot of health on her, but something doesn't seem to affect her as much as you would expect it to. Anything else?
I will try.
She has an illusion about her.
Yes, I'm just going to... I am not the greatest at this, but I'm going to try and, look at her with an Arcana check.
Okay.
And see...
All right, roll me an Arcana check. What are you trying to suss out?
See if there's anything magical going on around her.
Okay.
See, and knowing that, being told it's illusion, to see if there's anything I should look out for. That is going to be a 13.
You don't know.
Okay.
Magic is not necessarily your forte. You know life and death and the very thin thread between the two.
Yeah. Well, keep fighting.
Just push her back into it.
Yeah.
Okay, Camden, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
Okay, I'm going to advance 15 feet. As I'm doing so, I'm going to cast Branding Smite on my sword, so it will start to glow. The description of Branding Smite says, the next time you hit a creature, it deals extra damage. If the creature becomes visible if it is invisible. So I don't know, with this illusion, I'm going to swing at Iso.
Okay.
That's cocked. I'm not even in the box. Okay. Sorry.
No, you're good.
Advantage or disadvantage?
You do have one advantage right now from Kitty Scritches. Or wait, no, I'm sorry. That was from the Black Kakari.
It's an unnatural 20 to hit.
An unnatural 20 will hit. Give me that damage.
Great.
You should roll again just to make sure. Since you had
Yeah,
advantage,
just in
make
case.
sure
You do
make
have
sure
an
you crit.
advantage from the Black Kakari.
In
So.
case you get a crit. Branding Smite. Crit would be nice.
No crit.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So 7 points of damage with the sword, but then do I add the branding smite on top of that?
Yes, you would.
Could I divine smite as well?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to expend a spell slot to divine smite to change the damage.
Mm-hmm.
So we're doing 7 plus.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God, I don't play paladins.
This is the
Plus
paladin.
2d6 for the branding smite. So 7 plus 6 points of damage, and then on top of that, we're going to do the divine smite.
Okay.
Coming out strong.
Okay.
Features and traits.
Your divine smite, is that
When you
also
hit
a-
with the melee weapon, you can expend a spell slot to deal an
gotcha.
extra 2d8.
Okay. Yeah.
So we're going big damage.
Okay.
Plus an additional 9. So that brings us to 21 points of damage.
What were those types of damage?
Good question. Radiant, radiant, and slashing.
Okay, perfect.
So 7 slashing, 6 radiant, 9 radiant.
Okay. You deal a hefty amount of damage in this round.
Cool.
Fantastic. Anything else you'd like to do?
That's my bonus action. I'm going to stay right there.
Okay.
I guess
level are
I'll. What was that?
What level are you?
I am level 6.
You can attack again, right?
Do you
Two
have...
attacks per
Oh,
should,
right,
yeah.
right. I know that. Thank you, Ron.
Welcome. You can also smite again.
It's true.
I am afraid of using everything, but we're going to
Yeah,
do it.
yeah, why not? Why not?
17 plus 6. 23.
Yes, that will
to
hit. Yeah.
So
Give me some damage.
9 points of slashing
Mm-hmm.
plus another divine smite.
Mm-hmm.
9 points of slashing plus 5 points of radiant, so 14 total.
Okay, excellent. You deal 2 absolutely hefty amounts of damage as you are
Cool.
slashing into this snake. You're leaving deep divots in the body, and she laughs when you do this damage.
What kind of grimace is and raise my shield, but I'm ready to fight again.
Okay.
I guess the sword is now cooled off.
Mm-hmm. Okay, we are at the top of the round. Everleigh. St.
You have a devious smile.
Mm-hmm.
Me?
I'm here for it.
I just was thinking about all of the different methods that we used and discussed, and I just was wondering if you could, I don't know, like roll a dice or something, like a con save.
If I could roll a con save,
Yeah.
sure, yeah. Let's roll this con save. That is
Do you have advantages or disadvantages?
15. I do have a disadvantage that I am going to put on her right now. Josephine's will. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
So that was a 15, or we're going to take a 15
What
on
was
that
the other
disadvantage.
What was
Don't
the
worry
other-
about it.
one?
Don't worry about it. It was disadvantage, so I didn't get it. You're fine.
You know what?
Uh-huh.
It is what it is. I was just gonna just cast
It's just a
reduce.
question. It was just, okay.
Just let's see. The target size is halved at all dimensions, and its weight reduced to 1/8 of normal. This reduction decreases in size by 1 category from medium to small. When the spell ends, the target's weapons also shrink to match its new size.
But the spell save was above or below a 15?
Yeah, con 14.
Gotcha.
But
Okay.
I do have a bonus action.
Okay, yeah.
And
What's
I
your
can
bonus?
use command as a bonus action without expending a spell slot.
Hmm. Tell me what that save is.
Wisdom.
Okay. Let's see how she does with a wisdom save. Let me see. That is a 16 on the die plus 3, so 19.
Dang. She's a slippery little snake.
Slippery little snake. No,
I
remember that meme.
I do have a disadvantage still
like
waiting for me.
Cat.
I can use it now, or I can use it later. What would you like? I will allow my player to decide. Do it now? All right, disadvantage. Ooh, a wisdom? 11.
Yay!
So that disadvantage on me was the dungeon speed run.
Thank you.
Not gonna say it, but I no longer have any disadvantages. So,
Yikes.
what is this command? What do you command of me?
Bravo.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Hurts extra when you want power.
Okay.
It does.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going for the ego.
That's some
Yep.
psychic damage right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. You hear her breathing heavy. Like she is using all of her to resist this. But she lowers, shaking to the ground. And she utters one word that feels like it burns on the way up. Please.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
No, that'll do.
Get those scales that like sort of react from that upper body. Yeah.
So do attacks have advantage against her now because she's prone? Is that the benefit of doing grovel?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, she's on the ground.
Yeah, we'll make her prone.
I would say get on your knees, but
She don't got
You
no
don't got
knees.
none.
I'm just gonna do that so we remember that she is.
Oh, I don't like that she has two colors.
Uh-huh. However, we have reached Force of Shadow level 4.
Oh, what?
And this one also needed to wait until combat. One full round has passed. So here we are. This is called Acid Reflux.
Oh, no.
A random party member suddenly becomes incapacitated and develops a horrible case of acid reflux. I'm gonna roll a d6, see who becomes incapacitated. Oh no.
Oh! You're way back there.
And on fire.
And no one knows what's
you're
going
just
on.
behind this.
You,
This is why her name is Hono.
oh no!
Help!
You are burping up
We'll do it.
6 acid bubbles.
60-12.
60. Oh my
What?
god, you're making me roll so many d12s.
Yeah,
aren't you?
5d12 actually.
Come again?
It's -1. Yeah,
It's fine,
she's
it's
gotta roll
-1.
5d12.
What is
Okay.
5d12? The damage?
No, it's the amount of bubbles that you are
Oh.
burping up.
Oh, wow.
Cute. I love that.
How about you roll these d12s and I will continue to read.
Okay.
Okay. So 6 d12 bubbles that
5 or
float
6?
around
5d12.
the battlefield. 5 d12 bubbles.
That float around the battlefield.
Yes.
They do.
Oh, so they don't affect me directly.
You are the only one who's not affected.
Yep.
Everyone else will be affected.
After one round, they're going to disperse and they are going to randomly attack all other creatures in a 500-foot cube.
500?
Oh my God. Why'd you burp these? What'd you
I'm
eat?
sorry,
What'd you have for breakfast?
it's coming out, it usually comes out the other end and I can catch it.
So poor Hono is stuck behind this column, on fire, and burping up acid bubbles. Like a little bubble machine.
Oh, Jesus.
Uh-huh.
Oh man.
Oh, no.
Mhm.
Oh, no. I rolled very
Very well?
Very
okay,
high.
let's do some math.
Matt, Morgan, Math and Morgan together. 18 plus 11.
Oh.
Wait, actually, 18 plus 16 plus 11.
Okay.
45.
45.
45.
45. There are
45 acid bubble?
45
Is that right?
acid bubbles. Yes, it is floating around.
Look at your face.
You all
Everybody
see
else's
these
die.
neon green acidic bubbles floating from behind this column all of a sudden.
What in the trio is that?
Many, 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 many of them.
If I run the other way as I'm farting them out or burping them out, will they just come with me?
You're incapacitated.
Yep.
You can't. Well, no, you can move. You can move. Yep. You can't take actions or reactions.
That means, okay. Actions.
You can move with
You
incapacitated?
can't. It does not say you can't move. It says you can't take actions or reactions.
Okay.
The only thing you can do when incapacitated.
Until when? What is it? When does this condition end?
Status
Give me the
for years.
incapacitated. I think it's just going to be an action to right yourself. All it says is an incapacitated creature can't take actions or reactions. So take a minute, right yourself for a full action, and then you should be good.
But I can't get a twofer on that and get rid of my burning situation.
No, it would be one at a time.
All right. Hey, you know what?
You were the
Science
one.
just happening to me.
DM was going to try and be nice about the fire, but no, here we are. And actually, speaking of which, it is the top of the round.
Bad idea.
So,
Not a bad idea.
who's going to be on fire next? Let's see.
Oh, does the fire continue for Hono?
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
man.
Camden, would you roll
No!
1d8 and take that much fire damage?
You can add a d4.
Oh, no. 8 points of fire damage.
Okay, you are taking 8 points of fire damage as you suddenly light on fire. And you are going to have to use a full action to douse yourself.
We can douse each other.
You could douse each other. I would say, yeah, I could let that be a bonus action.
Once I stop
Yeah.
vomiting acid.
Okay.
Okay. Let's kill this snake.
Oh no. It is your turn. What would you like to do?
Well, I can't take any. I had a whole plan.
Yeah.
And I can't do it now.
Yeah.
So I'm going to use my action.
You have no action.
Oh. Well,
Unless you're trying to incapacitate, anti-incapacitate. Yes.
To end the. That's what I want to do. Yeah.
Okay,
End the acid. Yeah. Does that mean I can now take a bonus action?
Yeah, I would allow you to have a bonus action after that.
Okay. So I swallow the rest of the acid bubble. I didn't like that. I didn't like that. And I will use my bonus action to cast Hunter's Mark on Iso.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's all I can do right now.
Okay.
And unless, do I need to take the burning damage now?
Yeah.
Yes, you will. 1d8 because you didn't use an action to take it off, or a bonus action to have someone else.
Who wrote the acid reflux card?
That was Cetar.
That is.
Or no, let me double check that because I might be wrong. Yeah, acid reflux was also Cetar. So thank you, Cetar.
5 points of damage on me, and I'm gonna roll concentration for spike growth.
Yes.
That is a 2, so that fails.
Okay.
Do you have advantages and disadvantages?
That's all right. I don't think
drop
I
it?
do, but if I do, I'll save it for the next round.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right. Next in the list is Lorequette. However, Lorequette, I need you.
Oh, lovely.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
All right. Okay. Advantages, disadvantages?
Lorequette, you have a disadvantage from
Well,
Fail Waffle.
So thanks, Fail Waffle. That'd be a 9.
Okay.
21.
Lorequette, you. Well, actually, I believe your aura also affects you.
Yes, it does.
Okay. This is fear.
Oh, well, then I'm immune.
Good. You'd also have +2 to your saving throws because you're near me.
Oh, no.
Yes.
It
is resistance.
Yeah,
I
it
think.
is resistance, not complete immunity. Yep,
Yeah.
you're right. So, advantage on the saving throw, my first roll would have been a 21.
Okay.
+2.
All right.
So, 23.
So you feel that aura that you had seen around her, that you had understood was an illusion spell of some kind. You feel it wash over you, and for just a moment, your breath catches, but you push it away. All right, what would you like to do in your turn?
Okay. Well, I was going to use the spike growth to our advantage, but it is gone, so I have to make a different decision now. Let's see. I don't want to end that. So, you know, I'm still going to use the same thing. Right where that spike growth was,
Yeah.
a sphere of crushing force forms. Nope. On it, actually. I'm going to use on it. It
Okay.
makes a con saving throw.
Okay, let's make her a con saving throw. 17.
That's a pass.
Okay.
You still take half damage, but you're not pulled into the thing.
Okay,
So
give me some damage.
I'm going to roll 5d10.
What was that ability called?
Gravity Sinkhole.
Ah. Cool.
Yeah, it's fun.
almost like I made him all space themed.
Yes, I love it.
Crazy.
Well, at least it rolled well.
Mm-hmm.
So it would be 30, but it's half, so 15 force.
Dang.
Force.
Wow. Okay. You do 15 points of force, this heavy orb of pure gravitational energy on top of this creature. It is not sucked into it.
And then...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's all I'm going to do.
Okay.
I think. Why I can't see them, so I can't heal them. That's it. Yep, that's it.
Okay, that is it for your turn. It is Isoth's turn now. She is going to...
I'm currently engaged with them, I believe.
Yes, you are.
And they're prone.
They are prone. I believe prone is also a full action to right yourself.
Just half movement.
Just a half movement? Okay. Then she will right herself because she does not intend to move. She, in this form, has a multi-attack. So, 2 of her claws are going for you, Camden.
Bring it on.
So 17 on the die. She's got a plus 10 to attack, so it's a 27 to hit.
It hits.
Okay.
It hits.
You're gonna take 13 points of slashing damage from that one.
Okay.
This next one is a 19 on the die, so that's a 29 to hit.
Also hits.
If you guys want to give me some disadvantages, now would be a real nice time. You're gonna take 10 points of slashing damage from that one.
Okay.
Her next attack is going to be to you, Lorequette. Her tail lashes out to you.
I'll use my fighting style protection, using my reaction to cause disadvantage on this.
Okay,
I'm next
perfect.
To Lorequette.
I mean, the first roll was a 3. So
Great.
let's see if we can get
Great.
worse than that. The other one was a 17. So
Huzzah.
it was a 13 to hit. I am assuming does not hit.
No, it does not.
Perfect. Okay.
I kind of lean over and bash the fang with my shield.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Okay, that is going to be her turn. Allyrick, what would you like to do on your turn? Top of the round. Top of your turn, I mean. Iffy?
For me, I'm going to cast Fairy Fire,
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
which means you have to do a Dex save.
Okay, let's do a dex save.
Has this creature seemed particularly fast? Are her strikes like slow, or are they like? Tss?
I mean, not in particular.
Okay.
Did that answer your question?
Yeah.
That was an 8 on the dex check.
Then that is, then it goes off, Fairy Fire. And so now, any creature, you have an outline light, and any attack roll against the affected creature has advantage if the attacker can see it. The affected creature or object can't benefit from being invisible.
Excellent. Okay, you all have advantage, baseline. And I'm going to let you also roll whatever's advantage are in this list for you as well. So you might have 3 dice that you're rolling to attack.
All right. I won't say no to it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
And I guess that is my turn. I try and hide yet again.
Okay.
That's a nat 1.
Ooh. You're just kind of dancing around.
Hey, I'm over here.
Hey.
So the audience right now is fighting over whether to give Rachel advantage or disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
Yeah,
What?
there's-
Plus
there-
10?
You
guys are trying not to kill them.
Yeah.
Oh, so you just like snakes now? You're on the side of the
Yeah.
snakes?
I'm
Wow.
sorry.
you feel
Swifties.
Wow, Bethany, wow.
Bunch of Swifties.
We're out of the
Camden,
reputation era.
it is your turn.
It's already my turn. All right. Trio guide me. I'm going to make my first attack with my
Hey,
longsword.
Camden, will you make me a quick religion roll? That's the 2 d10s. Or your d10 or your d100, those 2. As you invoke your goddesses.
Trio guide me. 62.
62. Okay.
You're still on fire, right?
I am.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I am, but We gotta take this thing down.
You're gonna eat
Oh,
it.
so I need to do the fire damage.
Yes, you're 1d8.
5.
Yeah, maybe consider putting that up.
Next turn.
Stop, drop, and roll.
Okay, I'm bloodied.
Oh boy.
Okay. I got you.
So first attack is going to be with the longsword.
Okay.
15 plus 6.
That will hit. Give me some damage.
This roll is so slow. I'm gonna do real die. Okay, same thing. So 8 points of slashing.
Okay.
I'll dump another first level of Divine Smite into it.
Mm-hmm.
Because we need this. Plus 6 points of Radiant.
Okay.
And then for my second attack, I'll do another longsword attack.
Excellent. Roll me to hit that one.
Natural 20.
Natural 20! Roll me your damage and then double what you roll.
Yeah.
Nice.
I double
Also, oh, yeah.
it. Okay. So 2 plus 3, so 5 points of damage.
Okay.
I rolled a 1.
I was going to say, remember, you're also rolling with advantage on her.
That's fine. Crit is a crit.
Yes.
So.
Yeah.
That's both of my turns. I'll stay there.
Okay.
And I'll grimace against the fire like an anime character.
Did you crit?
I did crit.
You can choose to smite after you learn you crit.
Okay, well that's my last spell, so bing bang boom.
I played Paladin for a very long time.
Paladins
Thank you.
are
This is my
ridiculous.
first time.
They're
Yeah.
They are
ridiculous.
great.
Way to be a pal.
So then I
Again.
add in another 2d8 and double that
Yeah.
for the crit. Come on. Oh no! So 8 points of damage.
Okay. 8 points is still 8 points. It's not nothing. She is starting to look
Good.
wounded.
Oh great. I'm gonna
Alright.
look over at you, Lorequette, and you'd see that I'm like I'm not doing well.
Yeah, I can tell.
It is obvious. Okay, top of the round, we have some things that have to happen. I'm gonna roll a d6. Let's see who catches on fire. Who's feeling fiery? It is Allyrick. Will you roll me a d8
The
to
only
get
time
your
has
fire
come.
damage?
Stack.
And remember
Because it
that
wouldn't be
you
like 2d8
are on
points of
fire.
damage, it would just
Going
be
to
you're
draw
still on
a little
fire.
fire icon next
correct.
to your name.
That's right.
You have my permission.
Right?
Yeah.
We want the fire to stack up instead of spreading out.
What?
Right, because if you're already on fire,
You're
you
already
can't be
on
on
fire.
fire.
Yeah,
again.
yeah, yeah.
It's true.
Dragon Ball.
You have my permission to roll poorly. Take it. That's 5.
Uh-huh.
That's a cool color.
Okay.
That is my space down.
Also
It's very
happening at the
spacey.
top of the round, Hono, I'm going to give you an opportunity. You can choose now to spend your action in this upcoming turn to prepare for the bubbles and reduce... Actually, no, this would be everyone. So you can choose during this round to prepare yourself, because in the next round these bubbles are going to go off. They've started to invade the battlefield. They're slowly coming into this area. You don't know where they came from at this point, but they smell disgusting.
There's 45 of them.
There's 45. So you can choose to spend your action this turn to prepare and reduce the number that hurt you by rolling a d10 and your dex mod.
So they will home
Yep.
individually. So we'll split them down by 5. So we each get 8 bubbles.
Oh
of
my
damage.
gosh.
Yeah.
Okay, so
And how much damage do they do?
One each,
One
I
acid
assume?
each.
Okay.
So it is your choice in this round. You can prepare yourself.
The bubble.
So you reduce it by half.
By 1d10 plus your dex mod.
Oh,
Number
could
of
be
bubbles.
reduced to all of it,
Yes,
potentially.
absolutely could.
1d10 plus
Yeah.
dex.
We also, at this top of the round, I'm going to go down the list. We have a burst of light from Beaker Parr.
Thank you.
We have a burst of light from Angel Devilson. We are so close to the next force
Keep
of
it
light,
coming.
you guys. We have a glimpse of shadow from Tapartos. We have 2 more glimpses of shadow from Tapartos. That's 3 total. Someone
Wow.
really likes the drama. And Kitty Scritches has given us a burst of shadow.
Okay.
Top of the round.
You're out to kill us.
They are. They just want to see some stuff happening, and it's a lot for me to handle, so thanks.
They're 12% away from the top tier.
We
light.
are
Total
so
12%.
close.
Oh, top tier light.
Yes.
tier light.
Yeah.
So we have to decide now
Yeah.
before these acid bubbles burst, right?
Yeah.
If we're gonna
At the start of our turn?
Premeditate, or like give up our next
So
action.
it's going to happen in this next turn. At the top of the next round, these bubbles are going to go off and you are going to take damage if you don't prepare.
Take 8 damage, lose an action.
And it's an automatic 8 damage, but then they go away?
Yes, yeah, it's just the ones.
Alright, I need to save my action for the fire.
Yeah.
Both
That's an ongoing D8.
Camden and Lorequette, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw. This is against being frightened, being afeared.
We get advantage.
Yes.
And
And
plus
your
2.
+2 from you.
No one else is getting up their action for the acid bubble?
Oh, I thought I had to decide
No,
that.
this
at the
is
start of my
just
turn.
a reaction at the top of the round that they're going to have to do. This isn't their turn yet.
Got it. Very good.
16 for me.
With advantage?
Yep.
I get advantage from you?
Yes.
Thank God. It was a 1. Okay. Now it's different.
I'm going to be mean.
Now it's
Maybe.
23.
You have disadvantage.
I have advantage, so disadvantage makes you roll
So you're gonna roll normal,
so
yeah.
it's still 16.
Fail waffle will do that. That was your total was
16, yeah.
Okay.
'Cause I rolled twice. The first one was 16, the second one was less.
Then you are currently frightened.
Okay.
Do I
WOTC.
still get the advantage from
Yes.
Lorequette?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
Well, then I get 23.
Okay.
Ooh.
You succeed this save.
Great.
You
22, excuse me.
are
That's
frightened of all Yuanti and all snakes.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
That's
Same.
fine.
Okay, top of the round. Now we can get into it, Everleigh. It's your turn. What would you like to do?
Lorequette, stay here.
You know, much like we should do for the environment, I'd like to recycle, reduce, and reuse. And
Uh-huh.
just reuse this spell at 3rd level and cast reduce.
Okay. What was the save?
13.
What did she have to roll? Was it a wisdom or?
It is a con save.
Constitution.
I have a disadvantage, so I'm going to use my disadvantage from Angel Devilson. Thank you, Angel Devilson, giving me a disadvantage. The first one was a 2, so yeah, she becomes small.
Yes, you are reduced to 1/8 of your normal size. Wow. And all weapons and anything that you have as well will also shrink.
Good.
Okay, I don't think this affects damage, but
I think it's a minus 1d4, right?
is it? I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think it's
Usually.
when you enlarge, you get a plus 1d4. So I think
To represent
the same thing
the
happens when you reduce.
Minus a 1d4.
Target's weapons also shrink to match its new size. While these weapons are reduced, the target's attacks with them deal 1d4 less damage.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay. She will deal 1d less 4.
So are they medium now or small?
Yeah.
1/8 of the size they were.
She was a huge creature.
Okay,
so
so
she is
huge.
now probably a little bit smaller than you guys.
She is a size where one could step on her.
Huge.
Like a
to
boa.
medium?
She's like a boa.
Probably
Yes.
like that.
Yeah.
Because it's
Huge
2
is 9,
sizes.
Huge is 9 squares, so 1/8 of that would be 1 square, which would be medium.
Cool.
I mean,
Okay.
It's more than 1 square.
Yeah.
Anything else you'd like to do in your turn?
got
After
any
making
more
her the size of a
bombs?
boa constrictor.
I don't have a book.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay.
No, I want to use a bonus action where I step on you, but I can't do that. So I'm going to go ahead and just let you be
Okay.
a small little snake.
Well,
and
she still is the size of a boa constrictor, so
Those can get up to 450 pounds.
they do. Yeah, it's
I
true.
know it's strange, I know that.
No,
It's very
it's not.
specific knowledge.
We love facts.
Yeah. Okay, Hono, you are still on fire.
Yeah. And their AC does not change, right? The snake's AC?
No.
Okay.
I believe it doesn't.
Well, you know, I've decided that I do just take it like a champ. Just gonna keep taking the damage.
Okay.
Just get this snake out of here.
Okay, roll me the d8 for fire.
I do that at the top of my turn?
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's a 4.
Okay, take 4 points of fire damage.
I'm still looking okay.
And just
Roll
remember,
for concentration.
Not that anybody
Bubbles.
can tell because you're behind them.
that's true.
We have
Bubbles
no
are
idea.
None of
Bubbles
us
are
know.
coming.
Yeah, just
No
remember,
clue.
next round bubbles are coming.
Hono?
So.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I smell burning turtle.
Yeah.
I have Hunter's markup, but
Mhm.
I mean, I can't. I mean, I'll just recast it if I lose it. I'll just recast it with my bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
But I do expend a spell slot for that.
And yeah, I'm gonna do 2 longbow attacks.
Okay.
So I will do.
I'm assuming you're just ducking from around this column.
Yeah.
Cool.
Roll me to hit.
Cool. Hono.
And Hono, you have advantage from Kitty Scritches.
Oh, thank you, Kitty.
Also remember, you have advantage already.
I do because of
the last round.
fairy fire.
Yes.
Okay, so I can use. You want me to use 3 dice?
Yeah.
Allyrick's fairy fire. You can buy
All
that
right.
Uh-huh.
Dirty 20.
Okay, that'll hit. Give me some damage.
Okay, I'm gonna just roll the second one right now as well. Natural 20.
Woo!
Second one.
Give me your
There we go.
damage as
There we
you
go.
send
Yes.
these 2 arrows shooting from around the corner, bravely ignoring your own pain.
So the first one is a 9.
Uh-huh.
That's whatever longbow damage is, piercing.
Uh-huh.
And then the second one is an 8.
Uh-huh.
Times 2 is 16, plus 4 is 20.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And my hunter's mark is a plus 1d6.
Okay.
On both or just 1? Let me see.
I think it's
to target whenever you hit it with a weapon
both.
attack.
Yeah.
So I'll roll it twice. It's another 2 and another 2.
Okay. Your arrows go flying and stick into its side, where Allyrick had already been doing some damage, where Camden has already been doing a ton of damage. And they're actually now an appropriate size. Every arrow that had been stuck in it before shrunk with it, but now these massive arrows are stuck into its sides, and she howls in pain. Anything else you'd like to do in your turn? Any movement or...
Just gonna go, no.
As the bubbles close. Okay.
No, don't you come back here. I'm
Well,
going to
you're immune to the bubbles. You don't get hit by bubbles.
It's true, yeah. It's
Everyone else
that
does.
Yeah.
I'm immune?
You're
Yeah,
immu-
you're the one that
you
brought
got
it
up.
incapacitated.
You made the
You got
bubbles.
incapacitated. That's what you get for that card.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say yes, because
Yes.
I'm still a little confused, but that's okay.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on in this
As
battle.
long as I didn't,
There's a lot
like,
happening.
I didn't do something wrong where I
No,
could have
no,
saved you guys.
No.
No.
Your negative
It's-
was incapacitated.
It's on
Okay.
everyone else to decide
Right.
whether or not they're going
Okay.
to take this damage.
All right.
You
Great.
absolutely lose your turn or your action.
Yeah.
We get to choose whether we do it.
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely. Okay, Lorequette, it is your turn.
I am going to go ahead and take 8 damage of Hono's acid reflux straight to the face.
Okay.
Because I need my action. Fear, or frightened, excuse me. Is it just stick, or do I get another save, or is it? I guess that's the end of my turn. How does that work?
Right now,
Yeah.
you are going to have your basic disadvantage.
Okay.
You can make a saving throw at the end of each of your turns.
Okay, so frightened for this turn.
Yeah.
I have disadvantage on attack rolls, ability checks, and I can't move closer to the target, which is fine because I'm sorry, fellas, your bless is going away because
okay.
I'm going to cast Aura of Vitality. And
Fair.
yeah. So I am going to move. They're medium, right?
Yes, they are.
So
Are we still engaged with
Are
them?
we still engaged with it?
Yeah, I would say that she shrunk this way.
Sure.
It would still be within
Then
the-
I will just stay here, and I will use my bonus action to give you 2d6 healing.
Do you not have to run?
I
No.
don't. No.
Frightened, you just have disadvantage and you can't willingly move
Right.
closer.
There are certain fear spells that make you run, but
Yeah.
this one just means I can't move closer. So gain 7 healing.
Thank you.
Yep. That's my action and my bonus action, and I'm not moving. So that's my turn.
I'm no
Okey
longer
dokey.
bloodied.
I'm sure that will change
It is her
All the
turn,
bubbles.
right now.
and I am going to remember that she takes this minus 1d4 to her damage.
She also takes 8 unless she uses her action. She takes 8.
That's true. She's
8
just going
acid
to go
damage.
ahead and take the acid damage, actually. She can do that.
Oh, she's yeah. Never mind. No,
She will take what she takes of that damage. As it is
She'll take what she
acid.
takes.
She will take what she'll take.
She'll take what she
You
takes.
get what you get. So, I am going to be a bully. I'm going to use an advantage from Little Quacken. Thank you, Little Quacken, for giving me advantage on this roll. A 28 to hit you, Lorequette.
Yeah, that hits me. But we also just hit level up 5 force
We
of light.
did. Oh.
Finally, light
Okay.
wins.
I'm going to complete Isoff's turn, and then we're going to look at that. You become wrapped up in her tail.
Okay. So I'm grappled.
You are currently grappled. You're going to take 16 bludgeoning damage.
Okay, got it.
Plus 7.
Okay. Ouch.
And that 7 specifically is acid.
Okay.
You are considered restrained.
All right.
And at the end of your turn, you can... Or actually, I'll let you do it at the start of your next turn. You can make a roll to escape.
Do I have advantage? I was supposed to roll to end fear as well, or frightened. Advantage, disadvantage.
You'd have +2.
You have a disadvantage.
Okay.
Let me open this up and see who it is. Chobani!
Thanks, Chobani.
Thanks, Chobani.
I got a 1 and a 2.
Oh, excellent.
That's what I
Great,
got
great,
now.
great. This is going
Still
so
frightened.
well.
Still frightened.
Oof. Okay.
So you're frightened and restrained is
And
the
restrained.
worst.
Yes. She is also going to attack you.
Okay.
Half of her body is wrapped around him right now. The other half, all of her snake heads turn to you, and she is going to lunge. 16 to hit.
Misses.
Excellent. Okay.
Clang. Shield.
You raise your shield just in time.
Yes.
All of her heads smash into the shield. She recoils and hisses at you. She gives you a little extra squeeze just to
Ow.
get at you.
My friend!
Okay. That is going to be the end of her turn. First, let me say, congratulations on reaching Force of Light level 5. We have a glimpse of light from Ouroboros Tauros. We have a burst of light from Just Jules. We have another burst of light from Angel Devilson.
Yes!
Let's look. This is called Freaky Fay Day. A small patch of mushrooms appears right here, of many colors. I need you all to roll a d6, and a mushroom of the corresponding color puffs spores, allowing you to cast a specific spell as a bonus action.
Cool.
So we'll go around the table. Krystina.
3.
A 3. You can cast the spell Enhance Ability as a bonus action.
I also got a 3.
Enhance Ability. Jessica.
I also got a 3.
Enhance Ability.
Together.
Alrick, you got a 1. You get Kinetic Jaunt as a bonus
Ooh.
action. Ron.
6.
A 6. You get Ray of Enfeeblement.
Nice.
Okay.
Each power can be used unlimitedly without the use of spell slots.
Woo!
Wow.
When any power is used, roll a d6. Your character is going to switch minds with another party member
Freaky
based
Fay
on
Day.
the roll. Both characters will maintain their abilities and stats. Players maintain control of their own character. The change simply means the players must speak and act like the character they switched with. So this is an acting exercise. I hope you all get Ulrich. Thank you, Johnny Valentine 7.
Thank you, Johnny.
And it lasts as long as the concentration of the spell that you're using lasts. So when your concentration of that spell is gone, then you
Who do we
switch
switch
back.
with?
You roll a d6 to determine.
Okay.
If it's yourself or 6, then it does. There's no
It doesn't
mind
matter,
switch.
yeah.
Sure.
And we're gonna go based on initiative order.
Cool.
Yeah. Okay.
And we still have to use our action for this? Or is
It
it
just
a
doesn't
It's
use
a
a
bonus.
spell slot.
It's a bonus action.
It's a
Bonus
bonus,
action.
yeah. Yeah, and it's not a spell slot.
Can we stack spell and this ability? Because you know how you can't do 2 spells in a turn?
Yes, absolutely.
You can do 2 spells in a turn.
Yep.
It's only Healing Word that you can't.
What?
Yep. So
Dang.
If you, so if you're a fighter and you have Second Wind, or not Second Wind, Action Surge, you can cast 2 spells in a round.
On that note,
Wow.
we are going to take a very short break, like 10 minutes, 10-minute break, and then we're going to get back into the middle of combat, starting with Ulrich.
All right, so up next.
Don't
Okay.
go anywhere. It's a sweaty night tonight. you
Yes.
guys.
I am definitely sweating. This is...
As always, the Dungeon Run is thrilled to be partnering with amazing companies as our sponsors. Companies like Die Hard Dice. If you go to dieharddice.com right now, you can find the most beautiful dice trays, and other D&D accessories created by some of the kindest people in the business. They have these amazing Dire D20s, which are like extra size metal D20s that give you a really good clonk when you roll it around your dice tray. They have one called Absolute Midnight that I'm a very big fan of. Check it out. Free shipping on orders $30 or more. And if you use our code Dungeon Run at checkout, you get yourself a lovely little discount on us. So do that right now. World Anvil. World Anvil is created by world builders for world builders. Whether it's D&D, Pathfinder, Vampire the Masquerade, or your own system, they have all the tools you'll need to create interactive maps, historical timelines, family trees, everything you could ever possibly imagine for your campaign, your novel, your story is there on World Anvil. Go to worldanvil.com, and if you use the code Dungeon Run, you get yourself 40% off a yearly subscription. Thank you, World Anvil. Thank you, Die Hard Dice.
Welcome back. I hope you had a very restful short rest. We are all ready to get back into it. With Allyrick, it is your turn.
All right,
Allyrick, also remember you're on fire.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the fire and I'm gonna take the bubbles.
The bubbles.
Take it all.
The fire,
it all.
that's 6 damage.
Dang.
Okay.
Take this fire is fire.
We're all thinking it's going to be 1 point of damage. It's not. It's like
There's
one-
always
because
a
if I was
chance.
rolling to do damage,
It's only
Yeah.
1 point of damage when you want to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, now it's time to go ahead and.
Did
take
you
a
also
shot.
take your 8 from the bubbles?
Oh yeah, let me. Remind me of.
Sorry, I shouldn't
No,
remind
it's
you.
all right. It's all right. It's all right.
I don't actively want to kill my players. If it happens,
Look, it won't be you. It will be the Watcher.
It'll be you.
You blame the Watcher. That's why they took the Hellish Rebuke damage.
Okay, that's going to be a.
Mom.
25.
25 to hit?
Yes.
Yes, that will hit. Give me some damage. What is this? Are you just...
Oh, I'm using
The
once
wild
again the
look?
Bow of the Wilds, but something I forgot to do last time, but I won't forget this time, is that I get to do sneak attack damage. Last time I was able to do it because you were right next to her, and I forgot that is another.
Yes.
Do you have to be successfully hidden to do sneak attack damage? No? Okay.
No, it's if you so once per turn you deal an extra 3d6 damage to one creature you hit with an attack with a finesse or ranged weapon if you have advantage.
Okay, cool. You do.
And you don't need advantage on the attack roll if another enemy of the target is within 5 feet of it.
Well, she's literally got me wrapped up in
It's
her
true,
tail,
yeah.
so.
She can't avoid it.
Well, I got the advantage this time.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so that is going to be 6, 8, 10 damage. With then that's 14. Then a 4 fire damage from the extra damage.
Okay.
Oh, hold on.
Whenever rogues do damage, I'm just like, I'll just
Yeah.
black out.
Yeah, I
until
just
the end of the turn.
kind of accept whatever.
Yeah,
Like,
16 damage, 4 damage with the fire, so 20 total.
Okay. She takes what of that she takes. Anything else you'd like to do in your turn?
I will try to hide again.
Okay.
That's going to be 26.
All right.
26. You are suddenly incredibly proficient at this.
I am the bush.
You are the bush. You become one with the bush. Camden.
Top of the round. I got bubbles and fire.
Yes.
Okay. Bubbles. So it's 8 for
It's
the
just 8.
bubbles.
Solid 8.
Oh my gosh.
The rest of them get...
Fire.
Yeah, it's like
It's a 3. 3 for fire.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh. You're not looking too good.
I know. So I'm going to action. What is it? A bonus action to drink a potion?
It's a full action to do it. Actually, no. I had a homebrew.
In my world, it's
It's
bonus for
a
self.
bonus for yourself and a full action for someone else. Yes.
Great.
Yep.
You're not looking good?
No.
Oh, man.
But that's okay. I can handle that.
I will use lay on hands 30 points on myself as my action.
Okay.
Dang.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to move away.
Okay. Where are you moving? How far?
One moment. Enough to trigger an attack of opportunity.
Is that your mask?
What?
On your helm? Is that like...
Those are my antlers.
No, that's so.
I have
his
2 deer antlers. It's very
helm has
inefficient.
antlers on it already.
Oh, I meant because your mask has like those little like...
He's got
Yeah.
2 sets of horns on his head.
I look dope.
Looking real fit.
He's a very horny person.
Okay, cool. I'll move the full 30 feet back.
Full 30 feet?
So I
okay.
can do that myself. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay. Great. That'll end bonus action. We can't. That mushroom thing is still an action to use the ability, right?
Bonus action.
Bonus action.
Oh.
We get to touch the person.
For enhanced ability, I think you do.
Can I? Could I touch myself, then touch? Blanking on your name.
Lorequette?
Lorequette, and then move.
Yeah.
Like action myself.
Yeah.
Bonus action Lorequette.
Yeah.
I want to use Owl's Wisdom
Oh, great.
Okay.
on you.
Thank you.
And then I'll move back 10 feet.
Advantage on wisdom checks. Right?
Advantage on
Saving
wisdom
throws.
saving throws.
And then you gotta roll a d6 to see who you Freaky Friday swap with.
Freaky Fayday!
True.
5.
It was yourself, so nothing happens.
Oh.
You feel your mind start to leave you for a moment. It's like you're disassociating for a second and then you come back. Very inopportune. You're in the middle of battle. You don't know what's happening right now. Top of
Did you
the round.
want to
yes.
take an attack of opportunity?
No, she doesn't have reactions. Well, no.
Okay.
I'm gonna be nice. I'm not gonna do it.
All right.
Just gonna wail on this one person. Although now she is full size again.
Okay.
So let me remind myself not to take that one.
Okay.
D4.
Don't forget you have that advantage now.
Yes.
I mean, if you could, if you wanted to.
I don't want to.
That's my turn.
Okay. Let's see who gets on fire next.
Oh, wow.
My love, you get set on fire.
Wow, it's really spreading out.
Yep.
Almost like it's fire.
Almost. Wow. What a concept.
You know, the great philosopher and Real Housewife of Miami, Adriana Demora, once said, Miami, hot, 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 fire. And that's how I feel right now.
Somebody
Is that a real quote?
That's beautiful.
Tell me that's a real quote.
That's a song.
That's awesome.
Can you roll a d8,
yeah, that's
see how much damage you take from this fire, but then -1, because that was just a beautiful, beautiful
Even the
quote.
fire's like, we can't burn her.
Yeah, we can't burn her too bad. And it is also
2.
your turn at the top of the round.
Okay, and I took the 8 for the fire, right? Or I just rolled a d8.
You roll a d8. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to...
But no more bubbles, guys.
No more bubbles. The bubbles
Thank
are
God.
gone. They have
Don't
disappeared.
forget you have that
Everybody's
cute wand that
back
was
at full
fashion.
power, healed.
That's very helpful in this.
No.
Maybe like with firemen.
Everyone is actually looking a little rough, right?
Okay, so let's...
Not anymore.
Not anymore. You're looking fine.
Yeah.
Always have been.
I'm okay.
So I'm going to use my
Just on fire.
action to go to... Who's closest to me, Lorequette?
Yeah, but he's also currently within
Yeah.
the grasp of
I'm on
the
fire.
snake. Everyone except for Lorequette and Iso is on fire.
Oh, dang. And you can't see.
Is on fire.
You can't see Allyrick.
Alright.
It was all.
Alright, so I can't help John
So much
Lorequette.
copyright claims.
Uh-huh.
I guess you're
Less
stuck
than
in a
5
night
seconds.
court.
Ah.
Wah, wah.
Somebody got it. Alright, so I am going to help Allyrick then.
Over there?
Yeah, I'm going to use my action to get over there. And I'm going to use my...
You can't see him.
Oh, that's true.
Wait,
Can you make a perception check? He's snucked.
Sorry to
He
be that
sneaked.
not team player, but
No, thank you for that.
yeah, sorry.
Do I have
Does she have any
advantage? Do I have an
advantage?
advantage?
You do have an advantage from Breba
It's always
to
way
try
Did you say
and
Reba?
Breba.
Reba. I thought at first I
Reba.
thought you said Reba, and I was like,
Reba, Miss McIntyre.
Single mom who works 2 jobs.
Thanks, Reba.
So you do.
I mean, Breba.
Thanks, Reba.
Oh, thank you for real, because that's a 21.
Hey. What did you roll for the stealth? It was a 20-something, right? Do you remember, Iffy?
Yeah, I rolled a 26.
He's incredibly hard to find.
He's a bush.
He's a bush. He is the bush.
Okay.
You see a bush?
All right, okay, then that's not going to work. I'm just going to move.
What does
Yes.
this mask do?
I am going to go to Lorequette.
Okay.
I'm going to use my action to
To
fly
move on
over
in there. Uh-huh.
to Lorequette.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to use my bonus action to boop and cure wounds.
Nice.
Okay.
Do I have to roll to do the Freaky Fade? Or it doesn't count?
Was
Only
that
if
from the
you
mushrooms?
used, only if
Use
you
it.
use the extra ability you got.
Yes.
Well, that's what I was using for the bonus, for that bonus action to do to use the spell.
Your spell was
I'm using Cure Wounds.
It's enhanceability.
no. What you rolled for the Freaky Fade?
Mm-hmm.
It was
Was a 3.
A 3, so you got enhanceability.
Oh,
That was the bonus action that you got.
Oh, heck yeah,
Yeah.
nice.
So you wouldn't have gotten cure wounds from it.
No, I have Cure Wounds already.
As yourself? Okay.
Yeah.
Then you can use that, but you wouldn't have to roll the Freaky Fade unless you use the Enhance Abilities bonus action, is what we're saying.
I'm just going to give him those 9 points of Cure
Sweet.
Wounds.
Nice.
Perfect. There's so many layers to this battle right now.
Nice.
I'll take it.
Okay. Anything else on your turn?
No, just helping a friend.
Okie dokie. Hono.
All right.
You're currently on fire.
Yep, I'm on fire. I'm gonna roll that fire damage. That was a D8. How could I forget? Where is my D8? Oh, I put it over here. It's 1.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. The tongues lick you less.
Burn me, but I'm already hot, baby. Yeah, that's right. Thank you for that.
Oh my god.
All right, I'm gonna hobble up to Sir Ulrich. If someone closer might be able to push me up there. And I'm gonna give you
to Ulrich
10,
or
15, 20, 25.
no, sorry, not Ulrich, not Ulrich. Sir Camden.
Okay.
Thank you for using my title.
Yeah.
It means a lot, and then people don't.
And then I'm going to touch him on the shoulder and give him Bear's Endurance.
Cool.
So that's from the Watchers, thank you. So advantage on con checks also gives you 2d6 temporary hit points.
Cool.
Oh no,
now
roll
we're
me
talking.
that d6 and we'll see if you swap minds with someone.
Yes. Before I do that
7.
really quick,
Yes.
I need to roll my concentration on Hunter's Mark. I lose it. All right, so d6. Okay. 1. Is that the snake?
It's Everleigh.
It's Everleigh.
You both swap minds. So I need you to act as Everleigh until the end of your next turn, and I need you to act as Hono until the end of your next turn.
So she's me and inside my body, but I'm using my same character actions.
So you are using your turn. All you have right now in your brain is her. But you are still on your turn. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
So basically, you got going on what I got going on with me. You now got going on with you.
Well, luckily, I think I could do somewhat of a southern accent. I think it's like slight, right? Not too much.
Well, what I was thinking about is the fact that I just I think that you should give me the crown that you have on my head right now, so that I'm not going without.
What is happening?
I love it. It feels real.
Johnny Valentine Ford, thank you for the card.
7.
My mom
7. Don't
Seven,
discount
sorry,
his
7,
numbers.
my apologies.
Well, I understand that, and be that as it may.
Oh my gosh.
I do believe that it was intended for me because I've spent all this time attuning to it.
You know what? I'm not going to stand in the way of a woman and her jewelry, so I will do that. But first, I'm going to shoot off these arrows.
Yeah, you guys aren't close to each other, by the way.
You go ahead and you do that now, okay, baby?
Something fart joke.
Okay, I'm inside of this old, very smelly lady. I got this long arrow, so I'm gonna shoot it, I guess.
It's giving Zoe Deschanel.
It really is!
Yes. It's so much Zoe.
But it's like, well, I guess.
All right, so I'm gonna shoot off these long bows again.
Sure.
So, and just so you remember, Hono, I gave you bardic inspiration like almost 10 minutes ago, so use that. I mean, I'm gonna use it inside your body.
Well, I guess I don't have to remember it if you already took care of the situation.
12 plus 7 is a 19.
A 19 will hit. Give me some damage.
All right, I'm gonna just roll my second attack again right here. 10 plus 7, I'm gonna use this bardic inspiration on that. I can do that, right?
Yes, you can.
1, so 18.
18 will hit.
Oh, they both hit. Great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Give me some damage so your arrows go.
All right, so it's 2 times 1d8. Where did those? I think I got rid of them because I was annoyed. So 5 plus 4, so 9, and then another 5 plus 4, another 9, 18.
Okay, excellent.
And then I moved 5, 10, 15, 20. I'm gonna move. Unfortunately, Hono, you're really slow. Like everything hurts right now. So I'm gonna give you the crown, but I unfortunately cannot move anymore right now. So
Okay.
I'll give it to you next turn.
Well, I understand that. If you ever had to move under a shell for an extended period of time, you try to show a little bit of grace.
I just want to say really quick too, before we like move on, I look really good. Like just looking at myself from someone else's eyes. Like your eyes are not very good, but I look good.
You know, I like the way that you said that. I too have a great appreciation for myself as well.
Yeah.
Lorequette, you're currently grappled listening to this conversation.
What are you doing?
And it is your turn. What would you like to do? You have the ability to...
So I'm going to bonus action face step out of this grapple.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Because no thank you. And I'm going to do that here.
Jump into the portal.
The portal's closed.
Open it up.
And then I'm going
Do you
to
really wanna
cast...
go there?
Do something magic.
As my action, I'm going to cast a level 4 Cure Wounds on myself.
Nice. We're back in it, baby. Power Rangers pose.
Power Rangers pose.
Which is 4...
Get out of there. Everleigh.
8.
Get out of there.
10, 18, 21 points of healing referred to me. And that is, I'm no longer bloodied.
Excellent.
That's incredible. And that's my action, my bonus action. Yeah, that's it. That's my turn. And, yep.
Okay.
Nice.
It is...
Did you save from the fear?
Good question.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Wisdom saving throw with advantage,
and
+2.
advantage.
I'm that annoying paladin. It's like +2,
Love
+2.
it. No, I love it. Because I am the DM who will forget
Yeah.
every
22.
time.
24.
24. You succeed. You are no longer
242.
afraid.
Yay.
All right.
What does your face step require of you? Do you need to use your hands at all for that? I should have asked this before you did it.
Good question. I don't think so. But
Okay,
let
good.
me
Because you
double
were
check.
grappled. You would not
And
have been able to
restrained.
use your hands. Yeah.
You can still use your hands when you're grappled.
Can you?
Yep, yes you can. But
Shows what I know.
restrained might be different. But I don't even think you need to for a face step.
You were, so
You notice
technically
that
you were grappled and restrained,
earrings?
as long as you were. So you were both.
I didn't notice that. Sorry.
So you're good.
It's a snake thing.
It's an action.
Like that, right?
Last week too,
Bonus action.
or the week before last.
It's a teleport up to 30 feet, so it's just an ability.
It doesn't require. It's only verbal. It's only verbal? Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, mysterious voice.
It's encyclopedia.
Isoth is going to move forward on her turn. Everleigh. Unfortunately, you're the only one in the way right now. She's going to address all of her attacks to you. This first one was a 17.
That's my brain in that body.
It's true.
You're gonna feel the pain.
Does a 17 hit?
Yes.
You're going to take 27 points of piercing damage from these faces as they all combine on you. She is now damaged. She's going to be doing her full amount of damage in
No, we got
return.
this. We got this.
You also
said,
take
what was that?
27 piercing and 14 poison.
You up? You still up?
How's it looking?
You're
No?
down?
You all
killed
see
my
her
character.
move to the ground. Isoth is going to continue forward. Yep, she's speedy. So that was 5, 10, 15, 20,
Oh,
25,
man.
30 into the group. She is going to make one claw attack on you, Camden, one claw attack on you, Hono. First claw attack is a 24.
Against me will hit.
Okay, that's going to be 13 points of slashing damage against you. This claw attack on Hono is going to be...
My reaction to impose disadvantage against Honos.
On this one? Okay.
Bless your heart.
Yes.
The first roll is a 20. That's the same number, so it's a 20 to hit.
Yeah.
You're going to take 13 points of damage. I'm going to... No, I'm going to hold on to that. That...
Can we do something for the finale where we bring back the whole cast? Arielle in here. We got Bosok.
To die.
Yeah. But let's die together.
Ride together, die together.
Yes.
Bad boys for life.
Okay, I'm gonna be so
die.
mean right now. Hono,
Why?
how many hit points do you have right now?
Whoa, whoa, whoa. That's sacred information.
Yeah, do I have to die with that? I feel like I can just
You don't ask a player how much HP they have left.
You need to
lady
tell
never
me
tells
so I
her hit
can
points.
tell you what happens when she casts divine word on you.
How many hit points I have left is 36.
Okay, then you are going to be blinded for 1 hour of combat.
Oh, well, I'm already, I mean, Hono's like already kind of blind, so it's like wow, and it's like she's like a bat or something. She can
So
kinda
right
hear
now,
what's
attack
going
rolls
on.
against you are going to have advantage, and your attack rolls are going to have disadvantage, and you're going to fail any ability check that requires sight.
Okay, disadvantage, got it.
Allyrick, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
Tear it up.
Just gonna stay hidden behind that.
Uh-huh.
Send a nice couple of shots.
How the tables have turned.
Yes.
Or did
Look
they?
at that right there.
He rolled, yeah.
Do you have advantage?
Yeah, that was. I rolled 2 3s with advantage.
All threes.
Yeah.
1 in 400 chance. to do that.
Yeah.
My God.
So, yeah. Is there any other advantage? All right, then. Those miss, and I just go.
Oh no.
You just whiff 2 shots and you go, better nobody sees
Can
me
you get-
right
can you get
now.
Everleigh?
It's such a
Can you
big
get Everleigh
creature. Oh, it's such a big creature.
I don't think that's gonna be. I'm in death saves.
I know. Just
Oh,
medicine check them.
I'm gonna save my brain. I'll get you.
I appreciate your want to save your brain.
Anything else you'd like to do?
Yeah, let me see. Yeah, because it'd be a full action to give Everleigh a potion, right? So I'll just wait there until.
No, it's a bonus action to give it to someone else. It's a full action to give it to yourself. No, it's the other way. I'm sorry.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, it would be a full action to give it to someone else.
Okay, then I will wait till the next turn to go do my rescue mission. If
Okay. Don't forget to take your D8 of fire damage.
yes. Why would I ever?
Camden, it is your turn. You are also still on fire.
A nice one.
This is not great.
Mm-hmm.
You got too close. We're just gonna try it. Screw it. We're gonna use. Oh. Why don't we do this?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna use Channel Divinity. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Channel Divinity, Nature's Wrath.
Okay.
You cause as an action, you cause spectral vines to spring up and reach for a creature within 10 feet of you that you can see. The creature must succeed on a strength or dex saving choice, its choice,
Okay.
or be restrained.
Oh, that's a 19 on the die.
So you save. Great.
I have a disadvantage. I'm going to give myself disadvantage from Just Jules.
Yes, thank God, Just Jules.
It's an 8 plus a 6.
Still saves.
Oh.
Till the end of your turn, you can send it. Okay. I need to stay by you guys in order to keep the disadvantage going on.
Can you roll me as you reach out to use this divine ability from your paths? Roll me the 2d10s.
98.
98, buddy!
Wow, that's so close to 100. But it's not.
It's like 2 away.
It's like 2 away.
You feel a warmth against your face, like the sun, finally peeking out of the clouds. You immediately regain all of your spell slots. And you see, only you see,
Let's go.
a small white moth flutter
Freya. There she is.
around a section
I knew it.
of her neck. Whoa! there's an earthquake. You see this very small white moth fluttering in a circle around a very specific section of Isoth's neck, hovering right here.
No one else can see that, I'm assuming?
Yes, it is just you.
Okay, I'm going to move around. I just gotta really quickly know if I can do this, sorry. Protection. While wielding a shield, you can create a creature that you see attacks a target other than you within 5 feet.
Yeah, you gotta be next to us.
I gotta be next to you, so I gotta stay here.
Yep.
What does your oath tell you?
Good question.
That is a good question.
Oh man! My oath tells me that if I have all my spell slots back, we gotta do a different strategy, and we're gonna use a bonus action to Misty Step away from the snake.
Okay, where are you going?
30 feet towards the portal.
30 feet.
So 5...
The closed portal, you mean?
Yes.
5,
I just am using
10,
it as a reference point.
15, 20, 25, 30 here.
Oh, that's not far enough.
You can also move.
Oh,
You do have
let's
your
move to the
movement,
portal.
yeah.
We're moving to the portal.
So, how much is your movement?
30 feet.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
And then I'll clang on my shield and be like, "Get over here, you damn snake!"
Okay.
That's
Do you
my
have
turn.
Compel Duel or anything?
No,
No?
I'm
Okay.
just flavor.
Okay.
Okay, stay alive and we can get through this.
Did you take your D8 of fire damage?
Of course I didn't.
Sorry.
5 points of fire
Okay.
damage. Okay.
Top of the round.
We can
Who's
do
on
this.
fire next? Lorequette.
Okay.
It's everyone but her. I rolled a 3 and you are third
Great.
in the initiative order. So you are now on fire. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
I'm sorry for
It
leaving
really
you,
hit
but I have to
everybody.
back away.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
Good.
Let's see. What else happens at the top of the round? I think that might be it for now.
Everybody took their bubble damage? We're all
Yes,
good?
everyone took their bubble
They're gone
damage.
forever? Great.
I can't take nobody's damage.
It's true.
Oh, we gotta get you up.
Everleigh,
I'm gonna get her.
it is the top of the round. I need you to make your save.
You got this.
Everleigh, you do have advantage. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna let you have advantage. I said, okay. I'm gonna let you have advantage on this death save. This advantage is from Breba. Thank you, Breba.
Thank you, Breba.
So roll me with advantage, a death save.
All right, so I'm gonna roll 2 of those. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I shouldn't be giving that away.
Stop
It's very
looking.
fun to look at
Uh-huh.
the dice rolls.
Was that a success?
I had an 11 and a 13.
It's as long as it's above a 10, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. You succeed 1 saving throw as you float in this darkness.
We'll get you up. We'll get you up.
It's very quiet here.
Where the heck is Allyrick? I was right behind that pillar.
Hono, it is your turn.
I can't see you.
Huh?
Hang on. Because you're still on fire.
Yeah, so that would be a
Automatic fail.
fail.
That would be an
failure.
auto fail.
1 fail.
That's fine. That's fine.
Well, she would take the auto fail first and
Yeah.
then get the success.
So you have one of
fail,
each.
One of each.
Okay.
Cutting it close.
Hono,
All right.
technically in Hono's body, Everleigh.
Wasn't it just for one turn?
Yes, but I think it'll end on the
got
ending
it.
of her turn.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm blinded by a spell from Isoth.
Yeah.
I have blind fighting.
Okay.
Means I can't be blinded within a range of 10 feet. So
Cool.
I can see, but also I don't have very good vision, period. So it's still very blurry. So I'm going to scoot my way around as to not get in the attack of opportunity range.
Okay.
So I'm gonna
Where are you scooting?
scooting to Everleigh.
If you go around the other side of Lorequette, you will be getting attack of opportunity.
Can you go
shove him
through
back.
them?
Get out.
No, you can't go through them.
What?
You can't go through him. That is a gnome, but he is like an elf. He's a creature that is your size, so you won't be able to go through him.
I'm gonna
Go
do
the
a
other
barrel roll.
You'll still get an attack of opportunity.
Okay, can I go around the other side?
Sure. Yeah, that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45 to get to her.
I'll take the damage.
I've got her. She's
No.
within my range. Okay.
My brain
All
is
right.
in there.
Okay.
Got it.
Okay.
I'll take the
You're taking the attack?
She is going
She
to
hits
do
so hard.
her claw attack against you, and she does have advantage because you are blinded by her.
I think I
And
messed
she
up by
has
getting
advantage
far
on
away.
all attacks against you. It's a 23 to hit.
Wait, does she have advantage because I can't see? Because I can see.
It's because of the spell that she cast on you.
Okay.
It also gives her
Got
advantage
it.
against
Okay,
you.
you said 23?
It's a 23 to hit.
My AC 17, so anything about that.
You're going to take 13 points of slashing damage from one of her claws as you go
Okay.
around, but you can get to her.
Okay.
You get to Everleigh.
Okay. There's only one claw that got me.
It is. It's only one.
Yeah, and I'm going to use my action to administer my Potion of Superior Healing.
Excellent.
So you will get 8d4 plus 8 healing.
Nice.
Yeah.
So 8d4.
Plus 8. 8d4.
Yeah, Superior Healing.
Dang!
Yeah. I gave you guys some really good healing potions ahead of us.
All right, so that's 19. What was the plus 4?
8d4 plus 8.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
27.
Sure.
19 plus 8.
Math, yes. 27.
27.
And then I'll use my bonus action to give myself the
I
other
thought you
one.
were just saying that a number between 8d4 plus 8.
27.
That's in there. That's definitely in there.
Yeah.
I don't know why my brain thought that's what you were doing.
Okay, Lorequette, it is your turn. You are on fire.
I am on fire. I will maintain being on fire and take 4 fire damage.
It's pretty badass that we all just been like, keep the fire
All on
burning.
fire, yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
we
I
didn't
need to take
start
my
the
fire damage too.
I don't know.
Yes, you are still on fire.
man.
You do need to take
Oh,
fire damage. 1d8.
Yes, a world determined.
So there's 3 damage on me. But I'm going to heal quite a bit now.
Uh,
I'm going to heal 27.
do you look bloodied?
Nope,
Okay.
I'm good.
Great.
And I'm back on my body, right?
Yes, at this point,
It feels good to be back.
it was very bizarre because you were existing in 2 places at once somehow. You felt the cold of being somewhere else while also feeling the warmth of life here. Very bizarre.
You know, all I care about is I got my crown back. Yeah.
It is very lovely on you.
And wait, if you still haven't gone yet,
Yeah, I haven't.
Burning Crown, Hellish Rebuke from that attack of opportunity.
Oh, yeah.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah! Deck save, please.
A dex save. That is a 7.
Didn't save, so
Yeah.
you're gonna take 9 plus 9, 18. 18 fire.
18
Yeah.
points of damage. She is now bleeding from the mouth.
Great.
This black,
Kill her.
gooey blood that is commingling with the blood that's been draining from her side. All of these cuts Camden has been throwing in, all of these arrows from you, from Allyrick.
I feel really happy about the move I just did.
It was real solid.
Healed 2 people, got a Hellish Rebuke out of that.
Mm-hmm. All right, Lorequette.
Okay. Lorequette is going to use his bonus action to give himself 2d6 healing.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to then cast a spell that uses concentration so that aura of vitality will go away after he heals himself 9 hit points.
Mm-hmm.
And he will cast Arcane Hand.
Okay.
A large hand of shimmering, translucent force in an occupied space, also known as Big B's Giant Hand, if you have that particular book.
I don't know this Big B.
Indeed. Lorequette says, "How dare you put your hands on me? Now I put my hand on you." And is going to cast... There's a couple of options. I can do a clenched fist, a grasping, or interposing. I think I'm going to do grasping because it can grapple a huge or smaller creature.
Okay.
Uh,
And she is back to her full size as a huge,
Yeah.
huge creature.
well, if they were medium or smaller, I'd get advantage. But unfortunately, they're normal size. So it's opposed grapple checks.
Okay.
and I get to add strength on mine.
Am I just rolling a regular roll?
Yeah. It's a strength or athletics check. Whichever's better. You can use dexterity or acrobatics too, because you're opposed. Do I have advantage?
Dex or
disadvantage?
acrobatics or
right now you do
athletics?
not. I got a 9 though.
I didn't get much better. If I got better than that, I got a 10. I rolled a 2, it gets plus 8. So
yes!
You know what? I'm going to use one of my advantages from Cetar. Thank you, Cetar.
You would.
Just evil.
18.
Yeah, that beats a 10.
Okay.
They paid for it. I want them to get that.
Yeah.
Use them all.
Even if it means that I'm a little bit evil.
They love it.
It's still there, attempting to grasp, but that's my turn there.
No other bonus action or anything?
No.
Okay.
Bonus action. That's it for me.
It is Isoth's turn. She is going to whip at you with her tail.
Okay. Yeah, there's a big giant hand. It can be hit. It has an AC. And hit points.
She's ignoring it.
Yeah.
It is not within her mind right now. That is a 16 to hit, but I'm going to use an advantage from Cetar.
Cetar, you're killing us.
Nope.
Oh.
Still no.
No.
Great.
All right,
Yeah, the other one was much worse. So that one misses you. However, she is going to rotate. Not move, just rotate. And she is going to attack Hono. This is going to be... Oh, she has advantage on you because you're still blinded. She is going to flurry of bites.
Blinded.
That's a 19 to hit.
Yep, it hits.
You're going to take 27 points of piercing damage.
Wow.
Oh boy. When does her thingy that she cast on me end?
I think it's until... Let me look.
It's a lot of damage.
Oh no, use your shell.
For 1 hour.
Oh.
Yeah.
What, no chance to save for an hour?
It's a 7th level spell.
Oh, wow.
That makes sense.
Well, in that case.
It's the only one that she can do. One day.
And she
one a
chose
day.
you.
She
Oh
did.
my god, I'm so honored.
Yeah.
On top of that 27 points of piercing, you take 10 points of poison.
Okay.
I'm not turtle, I'm you, because there's resistance to that, or no? Okay.
No.
Panicked. Shuffle.
Resistance to anything at all.
She...
To go in this shell.
She's going to move in.
Take it. Oh, yeah. I'm going to take
And
it back.
Hono looks
Yes. Go for
nearly
it.
dead at this point.
Okay.
Does 19 hit?
A 19 will hit. Give me some damage.
I'm using Lightbringer.
Lightbringer. Okay. Okay.
Pulls the mace out. Looks like a star on the end of a stick. Kind of sparkly and glowing.
Now you're getting
Sheds
cleric
light.
vibes. Way less
Beautiful.
wizardy, more
Beautiful.
cleric, you know?
It sheds light, and she takes 1d6 minus 1 points of damage.
Cool.
So 3.
A 3.
Hey,
Four.
it's
Okay.
something.
You feel bones crack underneath Lightbringer. She's going to use her last of her multi-attack to claw at Everleigh.
Aww.
Oh, sorry.
On the ground.
4 damage.
4 damage. Okay.
Because it is a +1.
You feel bones crack.
It
What
is
does that
a
mean?
25 to hit Everleigh.
It misses.
Oh, does it? Wow, fantastic that happens. You take 13 points of slashing damage from this claw attack.
Please tell me that superior potion did more than 13.
Yeah, we're good. That was it took me back up to 27.
Okay, that is the end of Isoth's turn. Allyrick.
All right, it's time for another row, sham, bow. All right, there we go. Yes. 25.
A 25 will hit. Give me some damage.
Right, so, do-do-do-do.
You've been waiting this whole time. Just, I'm gonna shoot her.
Oh, yes, I have 10. Let's do, actually, there it is. 10, 12, plus 6 fire damage.
Allyrick.
Did he do it? Did he do it? She threw away the pencil.
As you shoot these 2 arrows. They both somehow, perhaps guided by the wilds themselves, aim right into the side of her neck. Right like a target.
I see it.
In the area where this moth had been floating. She looks to you, and this blood begins to bubble out of her mouth. Her skin begins to glow in embers, and she starts to dissipate, like she's almost being cremated on the spot without flames. And she's leaving behind a skeleton. She screams in pain as this bubbling, this ember slowly makes its way up her body, and before it gets all but one head, you hear her saying, "I live on elsewhere." And then the skeleton falls, and all that is left of Isoth in this plane are bones.
Bones and
She's
bones
dead.
And snake bones.
Lorequette immediately puts himself off fire. Like,
Yeah. I turn off my fire as well.
Stop, drops, and rolls.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Can anybody give me
I'll give you a greater healing potion.
Thank you very much.
Potions over
44
spells.
plus 4.
44 plus 4. Thank you.
Does anyone else need any healing?
I mean, I'll take it if you want to give
Oh,
me.
I've definitely got plenty. Yeah, and I'll just cast another Aura of Vitality, so I can basically heal them every 6 seconds for the next...
I'll walk up to the group.
For the next minute.
For the record, I was planning on throwing a javelin from far away, but that didn't end up needing to happen, so I apologize if it looks like I bailed on you all.
No, everyone did fantastic.
I'll help Everleigh up and cure wounds you.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to need to with Aura of
Okay.
Vitality, it's going to be like, what, 20d6?
200 HP?
Yeah, something like that.
Someone who created him maybe stacked him with a couple healing spells.
Yeah.
Bailout spells.
Just a couple, yeah.
Well, it was almost like, well, if I get close to death, I have a way out to be like, well, they'll survive. But
cool.
We will not. But didn't have to because of all of you.
Well, and so it's just the bones of...
It's just the bones.
So I go ahead and I grab the head and I put it into
There are 6 total.
Ooh, one for each of us.
Yeah.
Make
I
sure
grab
you
the
grab
head.
one for...
Well, I'll take a souvenir.
I'll just take a fang.
I'll take whatever's left.
That sounds messy, so I'm gonna pass. But you will, have bread at that.
This feels like but a hollow victory because we have less answers. This creature said that it had nothing to do with what happened.
Yes. I don't know if I believed this creature. And I am loath to cast Speak with the Dead upon it because I have a feeling that would bring it back into this world.
Yes.
Lorequette's going to go over to the portal altar or whatever it is and look over it for a few minutes.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I did arcane, investigation, and religion. So arcane was on that one.
Great.
Investigation was 15, and religion was an 18.
Okay. You're not getting much from this. What it looks like, honestly, is not a magical place. This kind of looks like where someone would have been standing with a podium, maybe talking to people who were coming in, filing away their names. This was just a port.
It was used as a portal.
Yeah, exactly. It wasn't... There is nothing inherently magic about the location itself.
Well, it does not appear that they used magic here. There's no way for me to track them, as you might say.
Allyrick, you said yourself to Isoth that Danon was using her for her powers. We have an advantage here. By taking out his force, it slows him down.
No, it seemed like talking to her that Danon really didn't need her.
I suggest that we head back north, rally the troops, and learn more information.
Yeah, there's a lot going on, and I think it goes beyond the south at this point.
We found out the information. Well, we know that the king is missing, but now that the queen is missing, there's no use in us wandering the countryside looking for clues.
Agreed. Oh no. I come up and I'm like rubbing your shell.
Oh, yeah.
Are you okay? You took a lot of damage.
Oh, I'm much better now that you're rubbing my shell, honey.
Yeah, but while we were doing this, you would be getting 2d6 back every round. So.
We can stop at your home, deliver you back to your mother.
It'd be nice to see her. It's been a while.
I'm sure she'd like to see you as well.
Yeah, did you want this crown back? Because I think it looks good on me.
Why don't you hold on to it until we get to my mom's?
Oh, I love you for that. Oh, yes, I get bones, I get a crown. This has been the best day I had in a long time. I'll tell you that.
Okay. You begin the journey back. 8 hours a day, the carriage drives you north. And slowly, you leave this area, this domain of heavy emotions, and your burdens feel a little lighter the further north that you go. Eventually, you cross the line, and you get into the Wildenwood territory. And once there, you stop. You drop Everleigh Belle off with her mother, who runs out to greet you, crying. And she's trying to scold you, but you can tell there's no heart in it. She's mostly just so happy to see you back. She's kissing all over your face.
Oh no. Mom, my friends are right there.
I know. You were gone for so long. You have so much to tell me about.
I do have a lot to tell you about, but this doesn't mean you have to embarrass me for my
Okay,
friends.
just let me get one. I just left a little. Just let me. Okay. And she cleans one little.
Thanks, y'all. It's really fun.
Thank you for bringing my daughter back.
I'll take off the helmet and give a very fancy bow. Nice to meet you, Everleigh Belle.
Camden, this whole time, every time you've stopped on the way up here to rest after those 8 hours of travel, you've seen white moths everywhere. There's a heavy cloud of them that's following you at a distance. It's almost foreboding.
I think Camden would still interpret it as an omen of a good omen.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps it's his naivete, but moths he's all about them.
Mm-hmm.
So I think for now he's just blissfully unaware of any foreboding and just basking in the fact that he saw physically an embodiment of his deities.
Okay.
I would talk the whole time being like, Alright, the only reason you hit that shot is because of
Oh, really?
Freya. She was there. You hit exactly where the moth wanted you to.
Oh, which moth? I did not see a moth.
Well, I did.
Oh, that's fine. Oh.
You travel back within the gates of Kon and Rock. The city, beautiful, alive, is in the middle of what looks like creating a festival starting. And it's about the time of the year. There's this goddess named Morna who is beloved as this fertility harvest goddess, a goddess of light and life. So people are starting to put together decorations for this festival. There are things strewn about the streets. And eventually you get brought into that tiled courtyard where you all started. And the representatives of each of the 4 courts have come to greet you. And they're very serious. There's no joy in their faces, though they express how happy they are to see you back. And Lorequette, you had told them all while you were gone. Mab has left. And that's something they all have to contend with. You're told you will be brought back to tell your story eventually, but for now, to go to your respective places of rest and recuperate. Camden, you go back to your temple.
Yes.
The children...
Before you leave, I have something for you.
What?
And he pulls Lightbringer from his side. I know I am not the queen herself, but this mace was given to me by her because I was... I brought light to her one day, brought her joy. You saved me on the battlefield, and I feel like this gift she would want to give to you, and therefore I bequeath it to you in her name.
I take it, bow, and you'd see there's like quite a bit of tears welling up in his eyes. It's just, thank you very much.
It is well deserved. Sir Camden of the Green Path.
Thank you.
Camden, you head back to the temple. The children are all thrilled to see you. But you need a moment.
Yes, I
and
want
you head to your room and you sit down on your bed, back in your room, and there's sunlight streaming through the windows. And those moths appear again. They come through the window and they flutter in this beam of light, and then slowly they land here on your chest, and for just the briefest moment you get an image flashed in your mind. Butterflies. And this is a very common thing for butterflies to do. They're actually carnivores. Butterflies, when deer are molting, they will land on their antlers and eat the bloody remains. That is an actual thing that butterflies do. You get this image of a deer's head severed, oily, leaking. The butterflies land on it. They are trying to feast, take away the dead things, to make room for new growth. And they sit on you for a long time. Allyrick, you return back to your home. Something seems off. You're not sure what. You reach into your bag and you look at that skull. Isoth's skull. 1 of 6. It's so strange because she's dead. But for just the briefest moment, you feel hard to breathe. You feel like your neck is being constricted as you stare down at this smiling, bleached skull.
That's unsettling.
Hono. You, at night, wander your way into the throne room, and you're welcome here. As one of her handmaidens, you know this place. And you waddle around a corner. No one else is in here. There's moonlight streaking through the arched ceiling, lighting up the beautiful flowers that are growing wild in the corners. You wander over to the throne, and behind it, where you know there's a little hatch. You pull the hatch, and you reach inside for the paper that she left you. It's a note from Mab. And she says, I went to find him, my husband. If I cannot return, you know what to do. I just got goosebumps. And that is where we're going to end tonight's episode of The Broken Ring. Season 1 finale done, baby! Woo!
Well done, Rachel.
Yes,
well
thank
done.
you.
Let's blast through this real fast.
Let's do that.
We are going to say these names.
Yes,
our
as we
Patreon.
always do at the end of all of our episodes,
Try to help.
we are going to do a little improv game where we read the names of our Patreon members, of our Team Force of Shadow and Team Force of Light in particular fashions. I have them here. Our categories tonight. We're going to start with Team of Shadow. And this is offered to us by Seraphy. Thank you, Seraphy. We are witches and warlocks adding ingredients to potions.
Is it Shadow?
This is Team Shadow, indeed.
Fiddle-dee-dee, fiddle-dee-doo, down to clown, abracadoo.
Abracad-kill.
Abracadabra.
It is a rhyme in its own!
I'm sorry. I always get that one wrong. I always got it wrong in school.
I need oil of newt, and while you're at it, grab me powder of Idaho Judd.
Oh, I don't know if we have any more. Let me look.
It's a little too misty. I'll put on my dual mask.
Oh,
Very frightening.
Protect your eyes.
So witching, my sister.
Protect those eyes.
Thread of robe, part of veil, part of breeches, kitty scritches.
Where did you get those breeches?
No, I took them from my
Fish
friends.
guts.
Oh!
Hot spots. I think I'm nuts.
You would be right.
The high moon, the full moon is nigh. Tonight, my witches, we open the gateway, guys.
My favorite pastime. I need a pinch of newt's eye. I need only 2 seeds of mustard. And I need a Lincoln break. That's not an ingredient. That's for me to eat. I'm hungry. I need a Lincoln break.
Break yourself off a piece of Lincoln.
Lincoln break. Yes,
Now we take the pitcher, pour it into the maker, press down on the metal, and a fail waffle.
My favorite.
I'm going to put on my Tuo mask while we enjoy this film.
Complete!
Amazing.
Yay! Well done.
I love these. They're so
I do
ridiculous.
too. I love this part of the show. All right. Our final read for tonight is Force Team of Light. Force of Light. Team Force of Light. I can do it. This is offered to us by I Think I'm Nuts. And we are mechanics trying to explain what is broken in their car.
All right. Listen here, City Racer Girl. What you got here is a broken festive life preserver. And so I'm gonna need to go over downtown. It's only gonna have to cost you parts and labor, Ghostbusters quick response unit, and $45.
Now you don't know what you're talking about because you ain't. I'm trying to build this hot rod so it can do a done in speed run. You know, I need this thing to be pushing out major horsepower. I'm talking about it needs to get me from Braybrook to Texas in 2 seconds flat.
No. If you want to get there, you gotta get 2 Just Jewels. One on either side.
Okay.
You turn them on. You put them to an 11. When you get those Just Jewels at an 11, they will get you a beaker par going right in here.
Oh, excuse me. Just because you want to be unbearably loquacious right now, you're forgetting that you need 2 parts Angel Devil Sin and a Fender.
Why do you always talk to me like this? I don't like it. I know what I'm doing.
Can I get a tire fix over here?
No! We are busy!
I just came in for an oil change and they're talking about Just Jewels and being unbearably loquacious. I just want to go home and pray about
Let's go to Pet Boys.
Give me a second. You're gonna be racing down the streets when we're done.
Yeah. You rush out now, you're going to spin out on the side of the road. We're going to have to call the Ghostbusters quick response unit, you know?
Complete.
Job!
S tier.
Phenomenal!
If you would like to hear your name at the end of any of our shows, then please check out our Patreon at www.patreon.com/thedungeon.
You gotta join the party.
And join our team, Force of Light or Force of Shadow.
There are 4
Light
things
one, right?
that were not able to be used. Unfortunately, I want to call them out because I want to thank you guys for doing this. Fail Waffle, Just Jules, Yo Play, Angel Devilson, and the Black Kakari. Thank you for your contributions. Thank you, everyone.
They will be rollover for the next show.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you all so much for being here, my Fae folks. I hope you have a wonderful night. And remember, humankind. We'll see you next time.
I love you, Mom.
Bye. Mwah.
It started. simple dungeon run. As a simple dungeon run.